everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight? It is the final evening show of the week. We'll always get those stragglers, those new fans, of which there are many this week, who go, hey, you guys aren't on tonight. And that's, I understand that. But typically, we're pretty good about keeping our schedule. So rest assured, if we're not on, then that's probably, we're not on that night.
I'm guessing we're dead.
We're
consistent.
Or we're dead. One of the two. Thank you to Dabblers Unanimous, who's back. It's I heard about that. It's good to see Dabblers Unanimous back around, doing shows, shit like that. Thank you very much, buddy. It's 180 tonight, by the way. Thank you guys very much for your support. Added a new VIP this morning.
Yes, thank you.
Did you hear from him?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, you're hopefully you will, because that's kind of part of the VIP thing. Hard to get you the VIP stuff and all the merch if we don't hear from you. Good evening to everybody. MSO is here. Samuel says you should let Let's Go Guy on.
We can't find him.
We were at the gym today. And again, another day, another no Let's Go Guy.
It's getting troublesome almost.
It's not even trouble. It's not even troublesome anymore. It's just depressing.
I know. He's a big mood lifter.
Yeah,
motivator.
I don't know what happened to Let's Go Guy, but it's always, as soon as I see him, I'm like, this is going to be fun.
It's going to be a good workout.
Problem is, it's going to be fun for he's triple N, Jesus Christ. I hope not. He's one of those guys where you're like, hey man, I'm really excited to see what's Let's Go Guy. But then Let's Go Guy talks to you for a little bit. And then after that, you're just like, all right, dude, we got it.
You can only say let's go so many times.
You can only say, we got it. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Maybe he's trying to kick us out of the conversation.
Maybe he is. He's like, don't say hi to me. That's okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like, fuck off. But he doesn't know how to say that yet.
Yes.
Doc Brewski says, I'm just here for the feet pics.
Oh. Well, they're pretty good.
That's not here, though.
Wiki feet.
I was going to say Feetopedia.
Feetopedia would be
that
fun.
That would kind of make more sense.
Feetopedia.
But then you got the whole thing with pedophilia.
I
ever think a podiatrist is kind of like, no, not like that. Ped, like your feet, like a pedestrian kind of a thing. Not like the, you
Yes,
understand.
I am live on WikiFeet, apparently.
Yes, WikiFeet and all the other places where you can see feet pictures, apparently. Ricky Garcia says, I'm here. My boy can't watch live because I'm watching Tucker, but I'm on because I want you to have the views. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. MN Viking says, thank you for being on tonight. Great show. So not tomorrow night, right? Not Monday through Thursday evenings, Monday through Wednesday, 7 to 9, yes. Right? Still haven't changed the banner. Maybe one day, right? Is it my Twitter banner?
It's Twitter and Facebook. They do need an update.
Oopsie daisy.
You're going to have to do the bios yourself, but I will do the banners.
Yeah. Whoops. Let's check it out here. Kraken Slappin' says, is Let's Go Guy black and short? Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Do you know him?
I mean, if you know Let's Go Guy, could you please tell us where he is?
That's the one.
Yeah.
He never wears shoes anywhere.
Oh, yeah. And he works out in socks.
Like the big fluffy ones.
Yeah, he works out in big, fluffy, single fat girl socks.
Like cabin socks that have like the grippies on the bottom.
Oh,
it's very weird.
It's so disgusting.
But he's, really sweet, so I look past it.
If you like people and they're nice to you,
yeah.
You kind of look past shit like that. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Like we said, just 180 away from tonight's goal. So it's looking like overtime today. I want to apologize in advance for overtime. I do.
What is it?
Think of, when it comes to comedians and podcasters and comedian podcasters and the whole thing, name me two of the most obnoxious people, and don't say me. Name two of the most obnoxious people. You know what? Everybody just start naming obnoxious of
boy.
the really famous YouTubers and comedians.
Truly obnoxious?
Yeah, like really, really bad. People are saying Chad and Kevin. No. Guys, think bigger than that.
Okay, so grand
small.
scale.
Yeah, think grand scale. You're thinking too small.
Jeremy. Crowder.
Nope.
Keep going. Ethan.
Really obnoxious. Triple N with one of them, Bert Kreischer. Okay, so I have
Okay.
These are two people who did a show together. Bert Kreischer.
The guy making fun of people for not being rich guy. Tom Segura. That one.
No, because they do a show together regularly. I'm saying Bert was, you know what the problem is? A lot of you don't think of this guy as a comedian.
Oh.
Because he's a bad one.
Uh-oh.
Bert Kreischer went on somebody and somebody's show.
The Fighter and the Kid?
Who's on The Fighter and the Kid?
Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen?
Brendan and Bert did a show together. And
what?
We've got clips.
Oh, no.
And again, if we do overtime, we'll play them for you. Holy shit. I watched it, and I think the only reason I put it up for overtime tonight was because I was like, if I have to sit here and scream at this fucking thing, everybody has to sit here and scream at this thing.
Okay. I understand.
I'm not watching this shit by myself.
I'm very interested to hear how that came about. I feel like a Schaub.
He's been
and
on there
Kreischer,
before.
Really?
Kreischer's been on Rogan's podcast before, and he said,
that.
"Yeah," and he said, "I like Brendan Schaub." So he does like him. Bert's movie is getting done, so he's trying to stick his toes in edgy waters now. Yeah, Bert has a movie made about his fucking machine bit.
Oh, I was wondering if it was Cocaine Bear.
Actually, yeah. Cocaine Bear is actually a biographical film about Bert Kreischer, but it wasn't licensed.
Okay.
So
I hear you.
There is that. The BYB podcast tonight, by the way, check it out after our show. Don't watch it live now. The BYB podcast is on, and they've got Lemmy on tonight.
Oh,
so
that's good.
That's worth checking out,
I
you
haven't
guys.
heard from her for a little bit.
Me neither.
I'm happy to hear she's alive.
Unquenchable Fire says they are bound by the Isle of Epstein. I don't think here's why Bert Kreischer, here's why you know he was never on Epstein Island. Do you think that fucking guy would have been able to keep his mouth shut?
No. A lot of people don't.
They would have Bert Kreischer would have never made it off that island.
He just would have stayed.
No. They would have.
Oh.
You know,
oh.
The Clintons is all I'm saying. He would have been there like, it's so fun. I'm going to tell everybody about it. And there's like, got to get rid of this fucking guy.
I can understand never wanting to hear that again.
Exactly. Oh, my God. Again, wait till I play the clips. Bert, I don't know if you know this, loves to laugh. And all of his laughs are remarkably genuine.
And shirtless.
The only bright side in what I'm going to show you tonight is he did keep his shirt on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was polite of him.
Jussie Smollett and Unquenchable Fire both with the same line at the same time in the chat. He is Epstein Island.
Ew.
He is Epstein Island. They would have Epsteined him. Triple N says Bert's laugh is insulting. Yes. Christina says, so is adrenochrome a real thing? And if it was, is that really what was on that island? So many questions. Does that mean children died? Who were the kids? I have honestly no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I've heard that word tossed around, but I don't know much about it yet. So something to look into.
Shane M says, have to be honest with $10. Well, for $10, I mean, certainly, I hope you're honest. I like the show. Very nice. I also like making fun of the show. Who doesn't? Just giving this to shit on the horrific show that is now streaming you. One hint, it isn't an Onion. Well, we're a very popular show, and a lot of people, you know, they take shortcuts. They can't get what we have, so they try to take shortcuts. And you know what? Best of luck. Pizza Ape says, great show. Hey, April, what is your 5-year plan? April, what is your 5-year plan?
Oh, you know, probably just end up alone, right?
You think so? Just probably alone?
No, I'm guessing I'm probably going to have like 6 of Aaron's babies by then.
Ooh.
Probably have to, you know, have them all on my hips while we're doing the show
so?
and stuff. Probably nurse them too.
6 in 5 years?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a run. We're going to have some
2 sets of triplets, yeah.
Concrete Jungle says, April has a 5 head, but she's still hot as F.
Exactly.
There you go.
I like my forehead.
I know bitches with 6 heads.
I've been in the gym an awful lot lately, and I've got to say my forehead's the least of my worries. Like, I honestly am not concerned with my appearance at all here. No. So,
Michael Mitchell says on Epstein's Island, he had a little person pointing to the sky and saying, "Look, boss, the pedophiles, the pedophiles." That is a fantasy island. That is a fucking old joke.
A fantasy island?
Yeah, that's
Gross.
the name of the TV show.
It's a lot.
It's before my time.
You have to understand, I didn't watch much TV.
Remember, I'm ancient, and it's before my time.
All right.
Bill Fenner wants you to play F, Marry, Kill again.
Yikes.
Now, you're not going to, I don't think you're going to know one of these guys.
I don't know him. I see the name.
Bill Fenner with $2. This would be kind of more of a Who Are These Podcast reference.
Okay.
Brendan Schaub, Bert Kreischer, and Tom Myers. Would you like me to pull up a picture of Tom Myers?
Show me Tom Myers first.
He is allegedly a really bad comedian. And the guys at Who Are These Podcasts are not big. Yeah, they're not big fans of his.
Oh, no.
That's Tom Myers.
That hair is killing me.
Kreischer, well, give me a few years. Kreischer, Schaub, and Tom Myers.
You still have like a point in the middle, though. Okay.
Your lips to God's ears.
God, what is it? Schaub, Kreischer, and Myers?
Schaub, Kreischer, Myers.
Oh. I don't know anything about Myers. That's the hardest part.
Well,
so
I mean,
by like
he comedies like he looks.
Okay, so by process of elimination, if I don't know him, I guess I have to K that one.
You're gonna kill Tom Myers.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna F Kreischer and then marry Schaub. I don't know enough about Myers to make an informed decision. What if I decide I'm gonna do that one, but then I gotta look at that hair?
Yeah,
I don't know. Can I put a bag over my head for Kreischer?
Unlike last night's question that he asked, there is no right answer here.
I don't know enough about one of them.
So yeah,
That's
if there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. So
all right. Well, either way, I think I have to marry Schaub.
I'll give you some advice. Maybe marry Myers.
Ew, why? I have to look at that every day.
Is he the least obnoxious? I know the least about Myers.
To me, look, I'm not living with him, but I keep up with him and his wife. Schaub looks like he has a pretty decent personal life, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, oh man. Yeah,
I don't have to listen to his show.
Would you like to listen to some Tom Myers?
If I have to?
Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it'll help you.
Okay.
Crew Smitty says Aaron's hairline starts at his headphones.
What?
There. That actually looks worse. Now it looks like I have nothing up front. There. That looks a little better.
You have a peninsula.
Guys, if you're looking at me and judging my fuckability, you're the one with problems. And if you're looking at a really hot girl and you're looking at her forehead, you're probably gay. No offense.
I kind of always wondered that too. There's other things to look at, guys. I don't know.
Just a little gay.
And no offense, I've got some super pretty eyes. I don't know what the forehead's about. There's only 1.5 foreheads here.
If you guys see April and you see a forehead, you like cock. I'm sorry. Your parents should have told you.
And I promise I've got some thick hair to make up for the forehead.
Barry Watson says Aaron has about 4 months from being straight up bald as fuck. Bro, that's 2 weeks to flatten the curve. That prediction's been made since I was about 19.
Yeah, we've shown his high school pictures. He's legit had that hair.
I've been an ugly motherfucker for a long time.
I think you were born like that, actually.
I was born ugly as fuck. No offense.
I always get a kick out of this. What did your grandpa say about your name when you were born?
So my parents named me Aaron, which is a Hebrew name.
Yes.
And to prove to you that the American veterans, a lot of them who fought to liberate the Jews, weren't the biggest fans of Jews themselves.
What?
My grandpa on my mother's side said to my parents when they said they were going to name me Aaron, my grandpa looked at them and said, quote, with me inside of my mother at the time, he's a goddamn Jew baby.
Your dad looks at your mom like, what the fuck have you been doing?
What are you I don't think my dad really gave a shit about Jews. I don't think he was a thing. Jews weren't a thing. Because you grow up.
Aren't things.
You grow up. That's not.
Excuse
now,
you?
wait a minute. That is not what I did not say. That Jews are not things. They are human beings.
They're wonderful people.
I'm going to stop that. You're setting me up, and I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Humans. So, anyway. But my dad grew up in central Minnesota, then the suburbs, and there was no internet his whole time growing up until he was 40. So Jews weren't really a thing, you know?
I don't know.
Right? Jews don't hang out here.
I kind of feel that way too. Like where I grew up, nobody ever talked about being Jewish in my little small town.
Right.
I feel like I never knew what a Jew was until you came around.
I need to say I need to make an announcement because this is big for me. I'm really starting to love Barry Watson. I know he's lukewarm on the show and he kind of hates us, but he is. I like a guy who hates us but can be funny. I really admire people who don't go, like, we don't drive them insane with hatred. They keep it hilarious. Barry Watson says Aaron has a few strands. That's about it.
Do you need to put your noggin up to that camera?
I don't like that Barry Watson says what's in my head. That's what I don't like. I don't like that Barry Watson says shit and I'm like, hey, I think that way, mister.
You know what I'll give Aaron for his hair? I've only ever found one silver hair on his head ever. And
that was not mine. That was a chick I was fucking that day. So that does not belong to me.
She went with the gray hair trend.
It was, God damn it. If I still watch the show, I'd remember her name. It was,
Daenerys?
God damn it. No, from Walking Dead. How about, this is disgusting. I remember the actress's name. I don't remember the character's name. Fuck, what was her name? God,
I don't know.
I can't remember it.
I usually remember characters.
McBride.
I usually remember characters.
Her real last name is McBride. God damn it. Carol. Thank you, Cinnamon.
I'm with Concrete Jungle. Best joke ever.
Fuck off. Concrete Jungle's another one who's kind of meh on this show, but he's still very funny.
That time it hit.
Oh, fuck. Concrete Jungle says, I was joking, April. As I said, you're hot as F. What a guy.
Who said that?
Concrete Jungle.
Oh, I already forgot. It's fine.
MN Gal says, you put the bag over his head, not yours.
Well, if I keep it on mine, I figured I can control it. He can just rip it off him.
Scooby Jooby Jew has a great point. You actually have to marry Bert Kreischer. He can afford the biggest house, so it's easier to avoid him.
I guess, but then what if he's doing a coffee enema and all that shit in the house? I don't like that.
Out of all the shit he does that would annoy the fuck out of you, you're just going to become desensitized to it at some point. You're going to hear this in the morning. And you're just going to go, it doesn't even faze me anymore. And then that little part of you is going to feel dead forever.
You can stop doing that now.
It's a really good Bert Kreischer impression. April will K herself if she listens to Tom Myers comedy, they're saying.
Yeah, are you pulling up any?
I am. I'm just
catching up with these guys.
These guys are really funny tonight, so I want to make sure we get to some of them. Amanda Hug and Kiss, Eddie Munster hair, I envy.
Ooh.
God damn it. Yosemite Sambo, I'm sure her clam is high in toit.
Yes.
Can confirm. Samuel Warner says, he's making a prediction about you, April.
Okay. I like a nice shorn puss.
Yep. Yosemite Sambo says, don't feel bad, Aaron. I'm 41 and have looked 35 since I was 15.
That does suck. There's some guys I went to high school with who had like silver spots in middle school. There was 2 of them. You could be that guy.
Jay Santos says, hey, Aaron has a thick bush, though. How is that helping?
That'd be funny if, like, you made up for your lack of hair with it down there.
Electric Shoes, to act like April isn't 100% bangable is disingenuous. Look, there's hating a show, and then there's being delusionally homosexual. You cross a line when you get to that point.
Look, I don't sit out here and brag or anything, but I know I'm not, like, the worst you could do. So, like I say, you've got to be dishonest sometimes. And if you find that funny, it's okay.
Hang in there with that confidence. Tin Man Taylor says, is that why April's been showing more cleavage to distract people from talking about her forehead?
Didn't I just wear a T-shirt yesterday?
Yes, you did.
Something like that.
Cream of Green says, Mersh and Aaron are in a tight race to baldness. And I will win. No, I will lose. No, I will... Who really wins in that?
I think you want to be the loser in that case.
Yosemite Sambo says, Aaron, I had what you got on your head 23 years ago and just started shaving it. It's extremely freeing.
We did shave your whole head once. It didn't look bad. You could try it.
$2 from Bill Fenner. April, 3 words, bong hit transplant. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Jay Hasty says, Aaron, Barry guy was talking about your beard. I don't know who Barry is. $10 from Shane M. He says, just hope this donation pisses off a Philadelphia car salesman. I don't know that reference either.
So some Philadelphia car salesman is
maybe that's
sniping?
Maybe that's Tom Myers.
No, he's talking about whoever is also streaming us right now.
Okay. We got a lot of fans.
A Philadelphia car salesman, huh?
That's got to be a rough one.
Cheers.
Probably a lot of bars on the windows. Mr. Saying Caesar says, hey, I know you missed out, but he might be worth checking out. Stuttering Craig is interviewing DSP tomorrow, something to cover Friday. I think we pulled out of that DSP shit right at the perfect time because it was just kind of repetitive. It's kind of like, it's hard to find Brendan clips anymore. Like Brendan and Bert Kreischer is a special case, but it's like, it's kind of the same shit over and over. That's why today's video, we said, hey, this is the conclusion to our Zumock hoax saga. You know, the coverage of him lying about the lie. It was like, okay, this is a good like bow to put on this thing.
Sure.
That was a good spot to wrap it up.
Unless he changes the story again, I consider that wrapped.
Look, man, like Shuli says, there's always the chance that you get that making a murderer ending of an episode thing where you're like, all right, let's put our boots on and wade into this bullshit.
Again.
Because it is, I mean, it makes the funny effortless.
Yeah.
know?
And as far as like Brendan, I like the quick hitters where it's like him trying to read something.
Right.
And he can't say it.
Brendan trying to read. Now that's fun.
I want to do Brendan's story time.
Oh, just have him read a book?
Can we like replace him with the drag queens?
Just drag queen story hour just instead of those? Let's go with Brendan Schaub.
Would you like drag queens today or Brendan Schaub? Pick one.
Oh, my breast binder is here. He says, with $1.99, he says, I see gray nip hairs all the time.
I get them stuck in my teeth, actually.
April's giant dump. April's giant dump with $1.99. Snug sniz can confirm.
Hey.
Why is your shit saying that about your vagina? I know it's like the last thing it sees as it descends into the water, but why would it talk like that?
That's very funny.
Why would it talk that way?
Well, you got to gaze at it. It's so spectacular. Yeah. I get it.
Let's go to A-hole Doug says, I'm wondering, is Aaron's beard colored with dark shoe polish? I'm just a dark-haired gentleman.
Actually, it just gets stained that way after he has the shoe polish on his whole face.
Yeah, guys, I try to wipe off my black face.
It sticks there.
And then it all, for some reason, coalesces right around here. This is actually usually a good brownish tint. But when I wipe off all the shoe polish from singing Old Kentucky Home, well, the sun shines bright in my old Kentucky home. Isn't that right, Shaka? Where the dog and the doggies are gay. You didn't know this was a musical number, did you? Oh. Somebody grab me a clip.
Oh, my God.
Hey, somebody grab me a Clippers. His fucking beard is weird. Sorry. Sometimes, that's the first time you've ever heard me quote Machine Gun Kelly on this show.
You are goofy tonight.
Stephen Dubes, I've had a couple.
Oh, really? It's
a Wednesday night show. You got to have a couple.
I guess the last one.
Stephen Dubes says, I swear Zumock's show today was going to end like Ronnie McNuts the way he was behaving. Also love the show. Yeah.
What's a Ronnie McNuts?
He's a guy who...
Oh. Whoa.
You know.
Okay.
I
see.
Brendan trying to talk is funnier than Brendan trying to read, says Mike Durham.
Right, yeah.
Michael B says, April is a good setup, man. She's the best second mic in the business. Are you kidding? Her and Johnny, just fucking neck and neck.
Thank you.
Kyle W. with $5 says, Shaka approves. Well, thank you very much. 165.
Thanks.
Away from knocking her out tonight. Not her.
Knocking her out?
Not knocking her out. Knocking
I see.
The goal out, as it were. All right, let's get into some things here. Let's get into some trouble. Let's get into some fucked up shit, shall we? The first thing we're going to start with, this was real quick, and I know some people just go automatically like spastic autistic when you even mention the word sports.
Oh, God, boring. Why would you talk about sports?
Why are we going to talk about sports? But I thought actually a cool like media moment happened today. You know, usually when a sports story breaks, the NFL will break the story to ESPN, and then ESPN will break it on Twitter, or they'll break it on TV or whatever. Aaron Rodgers today revealed on a live stream on Pat McAfee's show,
yes,
which is an independent internet show. Pat does a really good sports show. Former punter for the Colts, I believe. And he had Aaron Rodgers on. And Aaron Rodgers dropped the bomb that he, quote, intends to play for the Jets.
And the entire sports world explodes.
Yeah, and he's done with Green Bay, and he really shit on Green Bay pretty bad.
And I think he'd started that prior to last season too, didn't he?
Yeah,
his distaste for the whole thing.
We watched in Minnesota. We watched 15 years ago all the Brett Favre shit happen, and it is so weird to watch it happen again 15 years later to the guy that was behind Brett Favre in Green Bay. It is awesome that Aaron Rodgers is ending his career in Green Bay the same exact way Brett Favre did.
It's interesting.
Although you could argue that Brett Favre maybe had more in the tank when he left Green Bay because he had just lost in the NFC Championship game to the Giants. Aaron Rodgers kind of had a nondescript season. But the Jets signed one of his receivers, Alan Lazard. And
he's going to like that then.
Yeah, so this was Aaron Rodgers on Pat McAfee. And again, this is a great media moment. This was bypassing networks, bypassing PR people, and just going right to a podcast and announcing it.
Come out and visit. We had a nice visit. They decided to leave their cars in the street, which attracted paparazzi attention. I told them, listen, I'm not ready to make a decision about anything. I want to get back into my workouts and see how it feels. And then it was, how is my body feeling? Is it going to be able to hold up? So at this point, as I sit here, I think since Friday, I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
Okay.
I love that. Pat McAfee's like, fuck, I got a big one right there.
Seriously, it's the biggest.
That was a really cool moment from him because that was just holy shit.
This is unorthodox. You're right.
I love it. I think it's great. It shows you where media is going now. But that is a great that's a great point he's making. Like players in their 30s, you'll watch. Like we watched it with Zadarius Smith in Minnesota this year. They get into their 30s and they have a great first half of the year.
Yeah.
And their body just takes a shit on them and it's hard to get to the finish. They don't perform as well.
See it a lot.
It's a 20, like football is a 25 and under game.
You just think about the beatings you take.
Yeah,
It's
especially
insane.
as a quarterback.
Yes, many.
And I haven't been holding anything up at this point. It's been compensation that the Packers are trying to get. My side, love and appreciation, gratitude for everything that Green Bay has done for me. And also the reality of the situation, like it is what it is. The Packers would like to move on. They've let me know that in so many words. They've let other people know that in direct words.
So,
okay.
You know what? That's about as professional as you can be for how he feels about the Packers organization.
Well, then I'm guessing it's mutual, right?
Yeah.
Because he's kind of expressed his dislike of them as well.
Right. So I think as far as the Aaron Rodgers thing goes, I think the writing's been on the wall for all of us for a long time now. Mm-hmm. But for him to actually come out and say, like, look, I want to play for the Jets. The Packers are fucking done with me. They've let me know that in so many words. And then kind of letting it out. They've told other people in direct words that they're fucking done with me. So that's as professional as you can be.
Yep.
While also shitting all over the Green Bay Packers organization. It is just, to me, it is so fun to watch Aaron Rodgers' time in Green Bay end exactly the way Brett Favre's time in Green Bay ended.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that yet.
Yeah. Jussie Smollett's News says, what an unfaithful douche.
Well,
yes and no. I mean, the Packers drafted a brand new quarterback 3 years ago right under his nose.
Yeah, that seemed insulting.
I mean, it's kind of like you walk in and your wife's got like a 19-year-old kid sitting there rubbing her feet. And you're like, what the fuck is this all about? And she's like, oh, don't worry. He's only going to take your job in 3 years. So.
He's a live-in foot masseuse, though.
Right. Yeah, he's a live-in foot masseuse until then. He's not a threat to you now.
He still sits at the dinner table.
Yeah. Aaron's breast binder says Joe Namath has already said Aaron can wear his number 12. Is he being serious? I thought Joe Namath was dead.
This is funny. You're still going to look.
Aaron Rodgers. If that's a real story, I'm going to feel like an asshole because, again.
You wrote him off.
I thought he was fucking dead. Aaron Rodgers will talk with Joe Namath about Jets number 12. Whoopsie daisy.
He's around.
No, he's going to get a Ouija board. And then he's going to talk to Joe Namath that way.
Well, I see that's just as, reliable.
He's going to go right to, MetLife Stadium. He's going to go on the 50-yard line. He's going to go, are there any spirits on this field? And he's going to make contact. He's going to bring John Edward in, and he's going to communicate with Joe Namath.
I would pay big money to see that.
We'll find out if John Edward's a Packer fan, because he'll go, oh, I'm seeing something. It is Joe Namath. He's telling you to go fuck your mother. Yep. He says number 12. You can fuck him right in the ass for number 12. He is not taking the deal.
That's a terrible thing
that's a terrible thing to say. Rodgers doesn't owe Green Bay anything. Whoever thinks that doesn't know much about the NFL. Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. Like the whole Jordan Love thing seemed really insulting at the time. And I think it kind of all went downhill after that.
Yeah. Mods in the chat, if they're really shitty haters saying nasty things, we don't give those people a time of day. Feel free to time out them first and then bounce them second. So I give our mods authority to do what they'd like. But you know what I do say? Time out them first. Again, you guys are gracious gods to these people. So time out them first. And if they come back and they're mouthy and they're a little bitchy, then go ahead and feel free to bounce them. But only like haters, not fans who are busting our balls. That's a lot of fun. Like that's half the fun of the show is fans who are, making, my hair jokes and shit like that. Buffalo Wild Wings. We talked about the lawsuit the other day.
Yes, how they're not really wings.
Yeah, there's some asshole, and we found out something about that asshole that I took my pills today, so
He's out of Chicago.
Yeah, he's just a guy. Nothing about the guy. Nothing that would lead you to believe he's overly litigious.
Just a dude.
Well, he sued Buffalo Wild Wings because he says their boneless wings aren't actually wings.
Gotcha.
Two things happened today. Buffalo Wild Wings responded to the lawsuit in a very unconventional way. They responded to the lawsuit on Twitter. That's how you know that a place is not
concerned.
Yeah, they're not concerned about the lawsuit.
I feel like this happens a lot more now.
Yeah, usually your lawyer will tell you, look, don't fucking say anything. We're going to file some paperwork. We're going to take care of this in the courts.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. Don't give this loser the time of day. Well, Buffalo Wild Wings, clearly not concerned about this lawsuit, responded via Twitter. And again, I think they're being a little sarcastic, saying, it's true. Our boneless wings are all white meat chicken. Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo.
I like that.
Cunty.
I like that, though, because it was a cunty lawsuit to begin with.
And also, as far as like all of the lawsuits about are they wings, are they are they breasts, are they this, are they that? It's Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not a gourmet restaurant.
I know. It's not like they put in the ingredients list 100% wing meat.
It's not a 5-star joint where it's you look on the menu and they're like 100% all wing meat. And by the way, could any of us tell the difference when you ate a boneless wing anyway? No, then it's fine.
Get this, because the bones aren't there.
Well, on Monday, U.S. District Judge John Tharp Jr. dismissed the lawsuit on procedural grounds.
Really?
He tossed the case because plaintiffs failed to properly identify the parties involved, but he did give them until March 27th to refile the case. Lawyers for the plaintiff said the case will be fixed and refiled. So he fucked up his paperwork.
How do you do that? It seems like, while it's a stupid lawsuit, it seems pretty cut and dry.
Believe it or not, it's not uncommon to see lawsuits kind of go bad because somebody fucked up paperwork. They just refile it and they do it again.
Okay.
Jussie Smollett's News says, I got R'd by a boneless rib.
But that just sounds like a good time, right?
Marquise says, it's 5-star to me. You shut your mouth about the wonderful B-dubs.
Look, I like them too. I like B-dubs a lot. I hate how bloated they make it, though. It's like just too much salt in this shit.
No.
It's delicious.
Bill says, consider yourself lucky to escape Buffalo Wild Wings without raging diarrhea the next day.
That could be true, too.
Gay Ops with $2 says, did you furs Corey? No, he is not a tree.
Did you furs?
I did not furs Corey. So
that's good.
I know there were a lot of people saying they wanted me to furs Corey. They felt that Corey had been very tree-like and they wanted me to give him pine needles.
He was sticky.
Yeah, they
like
said he was
sap.
very sticky. I said that's just from showering, or not showering, excuse me. And therefore, all was going to be fine. Don't worry about it. So no, Corey is not a FERS. The Taxes Theft says, I have 2 questions for Aaron and April. 1, can I be a mod to help you? No. And 2, what happened with Corey today? Nothing. I mean, Corey, he knows he made a mistake, and he got kind of used a little bit, but he's all right. He'll be fine. Corey bounces back,
Why is he asking what happened if the next comment he makes is he was hilarious today?
Yeah,
You know what happened.
I think, Taxes Theft knows. Ohm with $2 says, do it be true that you gave my boy Corey a raise? No, you got to earn.
No.
You got to earn raises, dude. Are you kidding me? So anyway, Cream of Green says you're banning good peeps. That's all. No, I'm not.
I don't think anyone that gets... I trust most of our mods to be pretty thorough. Most of them are not good people.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's they're not. I don't know, like we've become a pretty successful show, and there's a lot of people that can't really handle that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they lash out a little, and they got to go. If I'm so terrible and I'm so awful, then how on earth are you so upset that I said, well, then by no means, there you go.
That is true. Don't be sad you're gone if you think this is awful.
Don't rejoice that I've liberated you from your shell of despair. I should be your hero at that point. Stevie Lou, good guy, Stevie Lou. He says no one's been banned so far except Girdle Guy, who brought nothing but boo. But we're talking in like 1700s lingo at that point. Camo Girl says, why do people think you fired Corey? They want to. They want
need the drama.
They need the drama. Their life is empty without it. We laugh openly, and they don't like that. They don't like that they get laughed at when they come here. But I mean, look, what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to do the show that you want me to do?
Well, yeah, hold on. I know that your guys' whole shtick is you think it's very funny and you do comedy better than we do. So when we're laughing, isn't that what you wanted?
Exactly.
Anyways?
Oh, and not only that, I really enjoy getting rid of you guys. No offense. Like it's funny to me. It's like a fun little gag.
Yeah.
They're saying Zen is banning regulars. No, he's not. I see who Zen bans. Zen's okay. Like I said, timeout first, hide second. Guys, I know it hurts your feelings. Stop spurging about it. You'll be fine. You'll find something else to do. Let's talk about monkeys. Stop it. Stop it right goddamn now.
Are we smelling the monkeys today?
No.
Do they have herpes today?
No, they're just, well.
Guys, the monkeys are attacking us.
And this time in Oklahoma. Where are these monkeys coming from? Stop it. You stop it right now. There's no reason to, get the fuck.
I think we should.
You stay right there. That's not.
We don't need Shaka's opinion on all this.
Not tonight, Shaka. I know you have a lot to say, but no.
This is similar to like somebody just bought a zebra this morning and the thing ripped his arm off.
Some guy in Ohio buys a zebra. The zebra rips his fucking arm off, and the cops have to come and shoot it.
That's fucking awful.
You know what's really gross about that zebra story that I found out after the show today?
He fucked it first.
Jesus Christ. What the? No.
Well, you said gross.
No, this was really gross. The cop purposely aimed for the black stripes of the zebra. Isn't that disgusting?
Oh, my God.
I know.
Just so it didn't show up as much? Or
no, it was clearly racism.
Oh,
I mean, the cop
racism.
wanted to keep, he even said on the body camera, he said, I need to keep the white stripes pure.
And then I bet he knelt on its neck when it was over.
But only the black stripe of the neck. I'm telling you, we got to reform this shit.
It's disgusting.
We've got to reform them. If they can be reformed. Maybe we just need to defund them.
Defund the police.
Yeah, after that.
For zebra racism.
Look, man, I've seen a lot of fucked up shit with the cops. But, and what they've done to human beings, and I was willing to look the other way. But what they did to that zebra, I mean, my God.
It's vile.
That needs to be stopped. So let's go to this story out of Dixon, Oklahoma, where, yes, the monkeys are attacking the band.
And injured by a neighbor's pet monkey while in her own front yard yesterday.
Sorry, guys, this news station had Vaseline on their lens.
It was loading her hotness.
Holy shit, she is a cutie.
I know.
Look at
He looks like he's probably a beefcake under that suit, too.
Yeah, but he looks like a fucking tardo next to her.
He's got a douchey haircut. But that's about it.
I mean, he kind of looks like a guy who eats with one of those little like high school lunch trays.
Oh,
where
the
it's all-
separated ones?
Yeah, the separated ones. While she eats off of her own backside. Good Lord. Anyway, let's continue on.
Good afternoon.
Fox 25 Sarah Smith spoke with the victim who calls the experience traumatizing. She has the story from Dixon tonight.
Dixon police say this
See,
is...
I have a foolproof way to avoid getting attacked by monkeys in your own yard. When
Only go to Chick-fil-A.
once in a while, like one will escape from the zoo in this area and he'll get up here.
Sure.
And what I do, and I do it very slowly because you don't want to make any sudden movements. I take my wallet out of my back pocket
Okay.
and I slide it into my front pocket.
Oh,
And it works
following.
perfectly. Yeah.
All right.
Or I go to the other side of the street.
I just usually throw a $10 bill in the street and I just leave it there, and then I make off.
Oh, it's funny when the little chimps escape from the zoo, and then they come with a wet newspaper and some Windex and try to wash your windshield.
Oh, does that still happen?
It's very odd. Yeah.
Ooh.
We saw.
I prefer it when somebody comes to my window to sell me navel oranges.
Yes. I saw a guy. We both saw a guy today. A homeless dude walked up to a car, and they were having some kind of a discussion. And April and I are just looking at him, going, "Don't you fucking give him any money? Don't you give him any money?"
This is a usual homeless guy on his usual corner.
And the guy starts giving him like literature and what looks like job openings and resources and shit like that.
Yep.
And the guy literally just went, no. And then he just stormed off. Yeah, he stormed off from the guy and just kept holding up his sign to the cars in traffic.
But you see, that's exactly how I've been advocating for dealing with homeless people for forever. Give them a job application or some resource materials, something.
What's $20 going to get him? Booze. That's it.
Half a high.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, booze and 2 Popeyes meals.
It was
That's about
very
it.
predictable, though. The guy fucking stormed off.
Let's find out what this monkey done.
It's one of the most unusual calls they have ever received. A monkey launching a surprise attack on a woman sent...
Okay, wait a minute.
No, you can just stop there.
He's not Vladimir Putin. He's not like the Japanese in 1941.
The monkey launched a surprise attack, though.
Yesterday, March 14th, 2023, my backyard was attacked by the Naval and Air Forces of a monkey who snuck up on us.
sending her to the hospital.
I was setting.
Oh my God!
Is that a banana so dark here? Doesn't that? It looks like a baby banana.
That does look like a little banana. How fitting.
I don't get it. Like, what
Ironically,
happened
that's
there?
not even where the monkey attacked her. That was just Mike Tyson came over.
Oh.
And he got hungry, so that's what happened. The
They're
monkey.
trying to soothe it with the banana meat.
Yeah, the little banana skin there. Kind of all that potassium just
Look,
soaks in.
They have like a potty pad, a huge potty pad on the couch behind her. Why?
Now I've got 2 tampons. Can you find the other one?
Here and in this exact spot, and I looked out the window and there was a monkey looking at me, and
Enough
I was
to make
like,
anyone
"Oh my God,
uncomfortable."
there's a monkey!" And I took a second take, and I was like, "There's a monkey on the
Victor, if you could.
front porch."
Brittany Parker says...
It was on the porch.
Oh no! It was. Wait, can we back that up? What did
Yeah.
she say? Hold on. What did she say?
On the front porch.
It was a what?
God, there's a monkey, and I took a second take, and I was like, "There's a monkey on the front porch."
Victor, just that.
Victor, just that one, please. So he's not like out in the yard.
Nope, not in the street.
He's right there on the porch. So
He's-
the monkey,
Careful.
if he was any kind of monkey,
Yeah,
if we were describing monkeys based on their locale,
that monkey.
he would be a deck monkey, as we all know.
It's a monkey on the porch.
This is not okay. How does the news do this to people? You don't leave that clip in there. It's too tempting.
Yeah, that woman's gonna be put on blast now by people that don't have faces. And like, how dare you call it that?
I cannot have a story like this presented in front of me and be asked to be responsible about it. I'm sorry. I can't.
Brittany Parker says she was stunned.
He was trying to get into my house, the little button that you push in on your screen door. He had broke it off. I was literally hanging on to the door, trying to hold my door closed.
Holy shit.
Parker says...
Well, when monkeys are on the porch, they get very aggressive. And they can really some even say they're more predisposed to violence in that state.
There needs to be a show called When Monkeys Attack.
Yes, and I believe it's going to be hosted by Anthony Cumia's Twitter account.
Okay, which one?
All of them.
Okay.
She called police and went outside when officers got there. That's when she was attacked.
He crawled, jumped up my back, and landed on my head, got on my head and grabbed handfuls of hair and just ripped it out, and then ripped my ear almost completely off of my head.
Police
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Can we get, yeah, there we go. That's what happened to my hair, by the way.
A monkey pulled his hair out.
Terrible accident when I was a child.
Monkey just jumped on your back and started yanking your hair out.
Yeah, just the monkey just...
ran off after the attack.
As we were looking for this primate, 2 shots.
See, now Chief Tim Duncan is a smart man. By the way, he looks terrible since he retired from the Spurs. He is an intelligent guy. He says, the primate, I'm a police officer. I don't need anybody finding, out of context audio of me saying monkey. I know where that can go.
No monkey talk.
No monkey business over here. Just primates as far as the eye can see. I'm going to say hairy Homo sapien.
Were fired.
That would be a human. God damn it.
It's
Fuck
okay.
my-
Everyone already thinks you're dumb.
Fuck, am I stupid?
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I was attacked by a monkey.
It's going to be all right.
So he ripped out the part of my brain that knows what I am.
And then he ate it.
Yes.
They did come from the area of the victim's residence. Officers went back and responded back to that residence and then found that a family member of the victim had shot the primate.
Parker
See, that
Oh,
cop knows that recording can be isolated and live forever.
Okay.
and police say they didn't know someone had a pet monkey. Friends of the monkey say his name was Jack. They sent us these videos.
It's scary.
Whoa.
It's absolutely scary.
Don't worry, he's dead.
Very traumatizing.
Parker says because of her injury, she can't work. She says she will need plastic surgery. Parker also worries about her family's safety.
Do I let my child go outside?
Yeah,
Well,
they
it's
killed
gone
him.
now.
Yeah,
So,
they got
yes.
rid of him. Neighborhood's a lot safer now that they got that monkey out of there.
There's worse things to worry about
Yeah,
in Oklahoma,
don't-
I think.
Don't worry about it.
And play and be a normal child? Or do I need to worry every time that we step outside that we're going to be attacked by something?
Good lawyer speak, though.
It's very traumatizing. It's very scary.
Police here say having the monkey is not illegal. The owner's name has not been released, but the case has been turned over to the district attorney. Reporting in Dixon, Sarah Smith, Fox 25 News.
Don't worry, I have it on good authority that if they didn't shoot that monkey, there was a neighbor nearby who was going to release his pit bull to go find it.
That's what I was going to say. I think this is God telling us don't, keep wild animals.
Yeah.
Like, we got the zebra attack, this now, and
Right.
they don't need to be caged. Let the monkeys be free.
The American version of Godzilla versus King Kong or whatever it is would be like Pitbull versus Monkey, I think. That would probably be the American equivalent of that. I'd watch that movie.
Usually I give the upper hand to the pit bull, though, because of their, take grip they got on anything.
The locking jaws more than anything else. You get a monkey, I go Tyson Tiger time, says Flex. Well, yeah.
See that, too? Why are we having tigers? Kind of freaks me out.
Space Cadet calling him Furious George.
Oh.
Buddy Travis says, too bad the officers didn't tase the monkey. Then we could play Peter Gabriel's Shock the Monkey. See, aren't these more wholesome jokes?
They could have just gave him a spanking, so we could have said they spanked the monkey.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, it's a lot more, down home when it's when we're reading the questions from the audience rather than the things, stealing Aaron's brain is petty crime, says Wheat Diff. Thanks, buddy. Oh boy. We've got, I think, what are we, 160 away from tonight? 165.
Doing great.
Away from a half hour of overtime tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you to Scarface. Says, hey, Aaron, apparently the rumor is that I am you. Here's a couple bucks to give back to myself. Also, thanks to Midland Armory for sending me an M240 Bravo directly to my doorstep. No questions asked.
Oh, yeah, I bet they didn't check any of your info.
You are driving the autist crazy tonight, Scarface. Thank you
got
very
that-
much.
I got that too. People are accusing me on Twitter of being you. I didn't know you could be so many places at once.
They are so, like, their obsession with this program has them saying so many fucked up things that, like, I don't even know if they're keeping them straight anymore. Thank you to Brett for the $10. Appreciate that, buddy, over there on PayPal. $150 away from knocking her out tonight. Thank you guys again very, very much. As we continue on here, God, I don't know if I want to do this yet.
Okay. I understand that one.
Cerberus with $2 says, I heard that giggle at Dixon Police, April.
Did I giggle?
You forgot because when we got into the monkey part, it was you started laughing much harder.
Okay.
I think.
I understand.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's do this.
Wow, you seem really hesitant, actually. You don't do this.
The only reason I'm considering doing it now is because it's only a minute 15 seconds long. So on Monday the 20th,
oh no,
Crowder brings his show back to Rumble, and he's going to put clips of it up on YouTube. This Monday, Crowder released a video on YouTube. What do you think the video was?
I'm going to guess it's something regarding some sort of righteous fight against Big Con.
No. I'll give you a hint. It's either a song parody or a movie trailer.
Oh boy. I'm going to guess since he's actually bringing his show back, it's got to be a movie trailer or a show trailer.
All right. Well, I can never remember if Crowder's a funny guy one day or if he's like changing the country and saving the children or the world one day.
He's a patriot.
He's one of these guys who, when it serves him, he's just doing political late night comedy. That's it. But then when he needs to sell some mugs and he really needs to hook people in, I'm sorry, 3 beers deep tonight. When he really needs to hook people in, then he's a culture warrior and he's a fighter, and Crowder is just digging in to make sure you know that he's fighting for you. And by the way, buy those mugs. It's not like this show where we go, hey, jokes, rattle, 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 jokes, rattle, 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 make people insanely crazy about how good we are, rattle, rattle, rattle. It's not like that. It's not like an honest panhandler beggar. It's grifting. And I know the word grifting has been ruined because double-digit IQ people don't know how to use it right, but a grift involves a lie. And Crowder's lie is that he's fighting for you and he's making a difference.
Yep.
I would just pass Crowder by completely, I think, if Crowder was a guy who just made, kind of boomery conservative content and went, hey, we do a show, buy a mug, we live on your donations, blah, blah, blah. Totally cool. It's the fight like hell, stop Big Con, I always have to have an enemy. He kind of reminds me of those lefties who every time we stop saying a word, they have a new word they don't want you to say now.
Right. Do you just want to scrap all our merch and do mugs? I actually think that'd be very funny.
Who wants more? We got coffee coming. You got to have your coffee in a steel toe mug. Jesus, why not?
Whoa.
We could get all our merch.
Actually, we're going to have to look into that now.
We got boring Jeremy and Steven Crowder. We're gonna clash the two worlds together.
My guy does those. So I would totally scrap shit for a coffee mug.
We will see. So 7 days, Why We Fight Like Hell, a 1 minute and 15 second Crowder trailer. And what I saw in the thumbnail, and I have not watched this yet, I couldn't bring myself to. What I saw in the thumbnail is that he's bringing back a reference to one of his favorite movie trailers that he likes to do.
Don't you say Tombstone.
It's not Tombstone.
Don't say 300. Don't say 300. Don't say 300.
Okay, perhaps a movie based on a graphic novel starring Gerard Butler and Lena Headey and Michael Fassbender.
So 300.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't want to say it.
Off. I think you should.
Told me not to say it. Yes. Here we go.
This is going to be awful.
Guys, this is why it's only a minute 15.
I know.
It's not a fatal dose of Crowder. You'll recover. You might wake up in bed 3 days later wondering what the fuck happened, and your asshole will hurt.
God, I hope so. It's the weekend then.
Yeah, it's not fatal. So here's the Crowder Why We Fight Like Hell promo for Monday's show. dramatic.
Mug Club. Professionally, it's meant everything to us here. We here at Mug Club are in the business of serving you, the viewer, you watching, listening right now.
This had better fucking not be serious. There had better be a goddamn joke in here. Otherwise, I might just puke right on this desk.
I know, I am nauseous.
You are the entire reason for our ability, your ability, to create this kind of content truly independently for the last 6 years.
You haven't created it independently. You've been owned by billionaires and millionaires every single step of the way. What are you talking about?
Until now.
Until now. Now you're going to see Crowder completely unleashed. What if we end up eating our words and he is like gay F word this
Maybe.
and, just saying all kinds of shit you're not allowed to.
If that is suddenly what he is, I might tune in.
I'm going to have to apologize.
Yeah.
I joined Mud Club when Steven inspired me to finally stand up for my beliefs.
I love American strength and free speech, and I want...
Don't you use Alex Jones in your promo!
Alex Jones is fucking embarrassed now.
Do not do that to Alex. I hope Alex sends him a cease and desist.
Hasn't Alex been through enough?
Hasn't Alex been through enough? He's been targeted by the government. They want $10 billion out of him. And now he's got to be on a goddamn Crowder promo. That's the worst thing that's happened to him this year.
He's just trying to say the frogs are gay.
Yeah. Steven is gay. It's like, Alex, that's not really a conspiracy. That's like the worst kept secret in the world. He likes dressing as a woman and he likes dicks in his butt. I know this. I've heard about it. It's documented. It's proven. I've got the Crowder dick imprint in my butthole to prove it.
Oh, my God.
I was lonely for a while, and I ran out of whiskey, and I couldn't drive anywhere.
Oh, Alex, that must have hurt.
I had to take a Crowder dick in the butt. It's weird. I offered him cash. He said, I don't have Venmo. I said, it doesn't matter. I keep cash buried in the backyard in canopic jars. And he didn't give a shit.
In the backyard?
Yeah.
Like...
No, he dug out my backyard, but he did it with a dick shovel in my asshole.
Oh, my God. That's horrific.
Very mad. And I said, you're going to keep this a goddamn secret. And he goes, well, you're going to appear in one of my promos. I said, the fuck I'm not. I said, I'm going to tell everybody I deep-dicked Alex Jones and I dicked you slow. And I whispered loving temperaments in your ear.
Back now!
We need to go out and remember what it's all about. It's about our children. It's about our future. It's about our safety.
Why are we flying jet airplanes? I don't understand.
Because America.
Oh.
He's like stereotypical America guy to me.
He's fucking Canadian.
I know, but he's acting like he's a goddamn patriot. Like everything has just got to be a war.
Yeah.
You can't have wars without airplanes, Aaron.
Alex Jones fights wars, baby. And then you use them in your promo. Notice I don't see Dave Landau in here.
We know he's gone by now.
And Dave,
don't, speculate.
I loved Dave's reasoning. He's like, yeah, Crowder got all weird on me. It was like, well, we're having a movement here. This is a movement. And Landau's like, I'm a comedian. I'm going to be funny and get paid. I'm not trying to lead a fucking movement here, dude.
Yeah, but wouldn't Landau have known that when he signed up with Crowder originally?
Yeah, but
don't you kind of get that?
Okay, but this time it's like it's escalated. He's gotten gayer and gayer with the movement shit. He's a regular bowel movement at this point.
Be silent! To keep your channels, would you be willing to trade all the dates? From this day to that!
Oh, no!
For
Ew! There were no jokes.
I want to see you alongside me, fighting like hell.
What? Fighting what?
I wish you would tell me fighting what.
Yeah, you're not fighting trans people. You dress like them. So I
mean, good for him.
That's to me, that's the thing about Crowder's. Like, you keep saying we have to fight. I don't, for the life of me, know what the hell we're fighting about. What are we fighting about?
Hair.
Well, then I can't join.
You can't join the fight. Neither can I. Apparently.
Maybe I'm just.
Actually, no. My hair's fine.
Maybe I'm just upset, and that's why. That's why I'm not with Crowder. Because I'm projecting my lack of hair. Let's go to the phones.
Call from Blackatoo.
What's up, buddy?
You know, I've had dicks in my mouth, and that was gay.
What? That was you think? Now, was it as gay as like, was it as gay as having dicks in your mouth, or was it gayer than having dicks in your mouth?
Beyond gayer than having dicks in my mouth.
Could you compare it
or
to
my
anything?
ass.
Whoa.
Wow, gayer than dicks in the ass.
That's intense.
Thank
That
you.
That was cringe-inducing. That was embarrassing. And I think I'm going to turn in my gay card because that's fucking gay.
Crowder is making you
Jesus.
turn in your gay card.
Because if that's gay, you don't want to
Yes,
be gay
it
no
is.
more?
Holy shit.
I don't want to be gay.
All right. Well,
I'm done.
sorry, buddy. You sound
Fucking
depressed. Try to take it easy, huh?
It's awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry now, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, no.
Stay black.
Stay black.
My thoughts are with Marquise.
See, now here's the nice thing about that, though. He may have gotten less gay, but it makes him more black. So there is that part.
Oh, you're thinking the blackness is coming back
It
to him
comes
now?
back through, like, he's got 2 meters in his soul. He's got the gay meter and the black meter, and they move.
They fluctuate.
Yeah, in concert
I hear ya.
with one another, right?
He'll be okay.
Yeah, Zen Rhino says, hilarious that he calls himself a free speech warrior, considering how he makes all of his employees sign very restrictive non-disclosure agreements. Yeah, like I've always, like, for the free speech thing, I've always thought kind of the way Howard did. When Howard was in his prime, he went, fuck you, I've got the microphone, you don't. I'm for my free speech.
Sure.
Like, suck my dick. Like, and that's kind of what made Howard cool, was Howard was like, I'll make the rules because this is my little world that I've built here. I'll make the fucking rules, and if you break them, you can go cry somewhere else.
We've seen it a million times. Like, people do things for themselves, really. It's like, oh, yeah, you can be all about free speech until it's something that's said that you don't like.
Right.
Every time.
I think Scarface said today, he goes, that's my second beer through the nostrils moment tonight. Right. Like, why wouldn't you love this show? You've got to hate yourself in a weird way to not absolutely love this show. He says, yeah, your show is your house, not a public forum, says Lou Ferrigno. Exactly.
That's a really good way to put it. Same with any other show out there. Like, I get it. Like, comedy is very subjective. I guess we don't see eye to eye, and that's fine.
I like Ryan Bardwell. He says, I thought this was a Christian chat. Sorry. We got to stop doing that to people, making them think that way.
Yeah.
That's really jarring.
We should get an offering plate, though.
Yeah, we should get a gold offering plate. Oh my God, I'm going on Amazon right now. I'll do it on the computer so people can see. That's going to drive
you should get,
people.
like, robes and shit.
People with a sense of humor will laugh their balls off at that. People would know. That's going to be a good way to tell if you're good for this show. If you laugh at that,
yeah,
you have a good sense of humor. If you don't, the internet has robbed you of joy and made you miserable.
Homes for the poor.
Gold offering plate.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, guys. There is no money. You can't put a dollar sign on this. Guys.
Christianbook.com.
Christianbook.com. Oh, that's a site where you order this from it. You get emails.
Yeah,
that's not a bad one.
That's kind of like Peter Popoff sending you shit.
What's your guys' favorite one? I like the red one right here with the red bottom. The red bottoms.
You prefer red bottoms?
I like
That's
my
also
red
Christian
bottoms.
Book.
Oh, wow. Christian Book has a shitload
Why
of
don't you go
different
to
offering
Amazon?
plates.
Probably be cheaper, too.
I mean, April, it's a Christian offering plate, not a Jewish
hit the
one.
shopping tab.
All right, let's go to the shopping tab. Yeah, I'm liking all of these. We got to get an offering plate for
They're
this
pretty
show.
cool. That wood one is what I had. My church had wood
Ooh,
ones.
I like this Salvation Army offering plate. That's kind of cool. I mean,
can somebody make us an offering plate that says steel toe on it?
People with no sense of humor already like get annoyed that we ask our audience for money. Why not just go the full way of upsetting them and get an offering plate? Our fans are going to think it's hilarious, and the people who can't stand us will hate that we're leaning in.
Well, we're just leaning into what they think is funny, right? We're helping.
We're just trying to help you guys live a better life. Ooh, there's a
that
chalice.
fucking chalice is cool. It's $1,300.
Oh shit, I didn't see that part. By the way,
this is where all the church money goes.
Thank you for interrupting me by saying chalice, because then people won't pick up what I just did.
What did you call it?
I called it a chalice. Oh, it was utterly retarded.
It's a chalice.
I don't know, man. I think as far as offering plates go, I like this one here.
Okay.
Artistic church wear from Bonanza. I like this red bottom. I like the Salvation Army. I'm really a red bottom offering plate guy.
What was the 2-pack one? There's a 2-pack red bottom.
No, I'd rather have a biggie one.
Oh, down. You're right.
First off, fuck you, bitch. And sorry.
That 2-pack one. Oh, that's $79 a minute.
Well, I mean, let's not get ridiculous.
That's a bit rich for me.
For a bit. What are we doing here? What are we doing here indeed? Puddin' Toot with $9.99 says that was almost as bad as Todd Pettengill's promo when he separated from Scott. Oh, that was, if you're an Opie and Anthony fan, you remember that. That was fucking terrible.
So are you saying
overly dramatic, serious intros? Awful.
So are you saying you're not going to be tuning into Mug Club?
I might check it out once or twice.
I might check it out.
I might check it out. Yeah. Jay Hasty calling me Aaron Voss. It's an offering dish. It's a chalice. Bill Fenner says, would love to have a token system on YouTube like they have on the cam girl sites where it sounds like a poker machine payout every time you donate. Wow.
That would actually be pretty fun.
Anton Slavic says, Aaron, one more beer. Know your limits, bro. I'm going to have an offering chalice on my show.
How many have you had?
This is my second one or third one.
I'm feeling like a little rookie here, like a prude almost.
Well, it doesn't take me as long. Yeah. You know? Hey, why did you? Hey, don't delete Wheat Diff's comment. Calling her April Crowder.
Get it. I'm gonna leave you for Crowder.
Totally fine. Wheat Diff's a funny guy. I like Wheat Diff. Eric Nagel says battle-tested collection plates. Yeah.
So did your church growing up have the gold ones? Because I always had those thick wood ones. I don't know if that means my church was poor or something.
I had like the brass, the metal ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Some churches had a wicker basket on a stick.
See, on a stick? Why?
Because you could reach into the pew.
That's fucked up and invasive.
Yeah, it was, dude. The Catholic. You didn't grow up Catholic.
Don't do that.
Catholics will fucking. Come on, you fuck.
That's really scary.
Why do you think? Where do you think I learned to beg for money on my show?
Check it out.
Being a Catholic. Come on, you old bitch. Don't make me shake you by your feet for your Social Security check, you stupid senior cunt. And that was the priest. I'll fuck your grandson if you don't put a 20 in there, you old twat.
Holy shit.
They got aggressive, man.
The church was wild.
That was the hard sell at St. Augustine's in St. Cloud.
My church always had we had 2 ushers that would just go up to like the front of the pews, and then like pass the wood or wicker baskets or fucking offering plates down the rows and like move down rows. It's kind of gay, I guess.
Yeah, see, the Catholics.
I think that the stick in your face, that's kind of scary.
Come on, dude! And if you only dropped like a buck or two in, like my family was like working class. There wasn't
generous,
like a shitload of money. They'd throw like a buck or two in. My mom actually started taking us to a different church. Like we went to a rich church, the same one that Kevin McHale and his kids went to.
I don't know that person.
A basketball player, very famous basketball player from Minnesota. And I got first communion with his son. And by that I mean gay sex. But it's a joke. So. But my mom had to take us to like a downgraded Catholic church because at that one at St. Odelia, she put a buck or two in and they would they'd kind of almost stick you.
Are you kidding?
They'd like wait to see if you were putting more in.
That's horrific.
And so then we went to St. John's where they didn't really even give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it wasn't even a big deal at ours. If you didn't have anything to put in it, you just passed it along. I always put something in there, but...
The Real Joe says, wait, you can go online and buy an offering plate? I think it's legit blessed by God. Yeah.
I think you can go to those church websites and get it blessed if you want.
Bill Fenner says, what is the official Steel Toe Show stance on Rich Voss and his wife Bonnie? Like or dislike? I've always found both of them funny.
Know nothing about him. I like being that way sometimes. I have no idea, so I don't have any preconceived notions. So if you come at me a certain way, I'll either like you or not.
Somebody said that, they deleted Wheat Diff's thing because he said it 2 or 3 times. They left the other ones. Okay, that's what it was. That's all right. Dave says we had a basket on a pole too.
That is so strange to me.
Perfect. Yeah, a lot of people saying they had the wicker baskets on the stick.
That is too invasive. I don't want somebody fucking leaning over me, shaking a basket in my face. That'd actually be so insulting to me, I might walk out. If I had put money in there already and you're still sitting there shaking that shit. I'm going to just flip the basket and then walk out.
Like you were watching Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King last night.
Yeah,
and when I saw the orcs, that reminded me of like the Catholic basket bearers who would come in and just get all, for Catholics.
Did they smell the same?
We don't have smell-o-vision, so I'm not really sure. Marquise wants to know from Eric Nagel, does Compound Media still have audiences for the Anthony Cumia show? Hey, guys, could you make... Eric is here to enjoy the program. Let's try not to make him work and be the Q&A session.
That's true. He is off work.
Eric says we had the baskets on the stick. Sometimes they'd tap you if you pretended you didn't see them. Yeah, see, you didn't grow up Catholic. These people were fucking assholes.
And I don't feel bad for it either. I grew up absolutely Lutheran, which everyone can make fun of Lutherans as you will, but I didn't get a basket shook in my face.
Yeah, you got, threatened with molestation and all kinds of things.
This is a weird thing. Like, I didn't picture talking about church tonight. I found my first communion necklace and I wore it tonight.
If you don't think we're getting one of those offering plates, you're out of your goddamn mind.
I wrote it down. I've got a weird list written down
this weekend, we're buying an offering plate.
Yeah, mugs and offering plates.
Wheat Diff said I said it 3 times because it did not show up. That's all right, buddy.
You're fine.
Craig Wilkes says offering plate on a pole match. My God, that Catholic's got a family.
Hey, look that up. Get one that's on a pole so you can shake it at the camera.
No.
Why not?
We'll bump the camera with it every time you guys don't chip in enough. It'll be perfect. That is one of those things that really raises the value of the program. The offering plate. You can literally just hold it out there. It's perfect. Speaking of the offering plate, 145 away from tonight. Dave says get the pole one. Maybe like a short one. Maybe a short handheld one.
You can always saw it off.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do the full on.
Were they that long?
Oh, yeah. They were invasive.
I don't like that. I'm picturing all of you sitting in the pew and you've got this long ass pole in front of you.
They were really invasive. And that wasn't, if you were me and you were a kid in the church, that wasn't even the longest pole you saw that day. Because you still had to talk to Father McNulty. Yeah, and that guy had a cock on him like a horse. My God.
You had to go to confessionals where he'd stick his little piece through the screen.
You were like, you're not supposed to have a glory hole in these. That's not okay, Father. I mean, glory
to God.
He called it the glory be hole because it was, holy and whatnot.
Glory be hole?
Glory be. You've never said a glory be?
No, you guys talk.
Is that a Catholic thing?
You guys talk really weird.
What's the glory be? Because that was part of the rosary. You had the Hail Mary.
No, we don't have rosaries.
The Apostles' Creed and a glory be. And Our Father, a Hail Mary, an Apostles' Creed, and a glory be, right? Do I have that right?
We had the Lord's Prayer and the Apostles' Creed.
What are the prayers of the rosary? You've got... Fucking tell me. Oh, because it's still in shop. It's still in shopping mode. Sorry. You've got Apostles' Creed, Our Father, Hail Mary, Glory Be.
What's a Hail Mary?
Boom.
And a Glory
You don't
be.
know the Hail Mary?
I didn't have Hail Marys.
It's Come With Me, Hail Mary, you go run quick, see. What do we have here now? Do you want to ride or die? Da, 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 da.
I know that one.
And I believe the prayer went, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. See, you're Catholic, you know it. Could you imagine, like me as a kid, just sitting there? The priest goes, say a Hail Mary, and I go, all right, Father. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. And what the fuck are you doing? How do you not love this show?
You made the fucking priest say fuck.
If you don't enjoy this show, you're mentally retarded.
Oh.
Mentally
deficient.
Retarded. And retarded. You don't. That's not how the Hail Mary goes.
Yeah, we didn't do Hail Marys. I don't know if you knew that.
Gary Crouch says Apostle Creed was Rocky's best buddy. Oh, that's right. That's what Apostles Creed was.
What?
Oh. David Skywalker, there are no banned chat words at all. If you're being a cunt and you hate the show and you're doing it openly, we're going to get rid of you. It's our universe. We built it. We worked for years to build it. So if you don't like our playground, we're going to tell you get the fuck off of it. That's, and we're going to open the door with your head. That's all. And the audience really enjoys it. So it works as kind of a double whammy. So don't worry about it, David Skywalker.
Just enjoy the show.
There's no banned words, just banned people who are just cunty and no fun. That's all. And I know they hate that word fun. I can understand why, knowing them now. He says, I didn't say anything bad. That's why you're still here.
You're good.
Stevie Lou says, you can't say red bar in the other guy's chat. Trust me, I tried.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're like not the only ones who like ban people for being cunts. So
Right, exactly.
It really is all about the rules for thee, not for me. I found that, and I find some kind of peace in that. I'm like, you know what? They got their way, we got ours.
I will never ban anyone for using a certain word. It's the attitude. If you're going to be cunty, I don't want you in my show. That's all. If that's controversial to you, then I don't think this was a show for you in the first place. And that's okay. You're the only one bothered by it. We just go, hey, you don't like it? We're going to help you out. D Gulag with 220 says, for the brunch special at Bonanza. All right. Thank you, buddy.
Dude, is it weird driving by that thing and it's always empty now? What are they going to do with that? There's just this dumpy, closed diner now.
Yeah.
It's got to be burnt down for all the grease in there.
Oh, God.
That's going to be a fucking explosion.
It'll burn down on its own. You don't even have to do it. Yeah, Bill Fenner, there's the rule. Hit the bricks if you don't dig it.
That is a good rule.
Exactly. So anyway, we've got... did all that come from the Crowder thing?
Yeah.
You were asking what the Hail Mary and the Glory Be was.
Yes, I was.
I'm sorry, guys. Here you go. The actual Hail Mary. It's Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. I knew it. I knew the prayer. Holy shit. Do you guys have the Our Father?
No, we have the Lord's Prayer and the Apostles' Creed. We'll call it the Lord's Prayer, for God's sake. Stop saying Our Father.
All right, sorry. Apologize. What is the glory? Glory be to the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
We have something similar to that.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think it's called Glory Bees, though.
It's glory. Never mind. I didn't have a good joke for it. Fuck me.
What were we going to do, like Glory Flies?
I was going to do an alphabet joke.
Oh, I was going with bugs.
Jesus. You know, every time I tell you guys, I'm like, how can you not fucking love this show? We do something, and I go, oh, I get it.
That's why.
I remember now.
We're sitting here laughing at ourselves, though, so we're doing something for
We
them.
entertain ourselves. Blackachew with $5 says, God damn, look at April. Meltdown is going to have an angry, furious nut later. You know what? Go follow Muttering Jay on Twitter. He's uncovered some pretty disgusting, like, evil shit. I mean, it's pretty wild, like the underage girl shit and all that other stuff.
I guess supporting a Reddit that digs through my fucking Facebook archives that's posting underage pictures of me now, too.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, again,
what a nice guy.
I think the show, like the view count and the subs going up for the show has kind of made them worse because they're like, it's kind of a desperation thing, I believe. Michael Mitchell says, I know a chinless boy that got hit with a baseball and said, pray for me. Okay.
Is that you?
He probably shoots blanks. He's probably got a huge guns, and he can't even see his tiny pecker to jack off with. That's probably pretty accurate.
I don't like to think about it.
Citizen M says, stop pushing this stuff. Look, man, I can only go with what I read. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't mean to offend you.
I mean, we're getting reports from all angles.
I can only go with what I read.
Look, if there's one person saying something that's, pretty excusable and forget it, but we're getting it from everywhere, so.
Captain January with $2 on Rumble says, I think the only rule of Steel Toe is if you don't like it, learn to love it, because it's the best thing going today, Daddy. Woo! I like a good Ric Flair promo. Thanks, pal. April looks like a top 5 tennis player, says Jussie Smollett's news.
Thank you.
There you go.
I hope to get some footage of us playing this summer.
I don't know. I don't think you're going to beat me ever again.
I know. That actually does scare me. I was beating the pants off of Aaron at the beginning of last summer, and I taught him so well I never win anymore.
Yeah.
So
Craig Wilkes says Lutherans are a sea hair away from a Scientologist.
Really?
I always thought you guys were like the weak-ass, watered-down Christians.
I don't think we're weak, per se. I think we're a lot more accepting than like a Catholic would be, which isn't always good.
Yeah.
But
I think you guys are more into gays than we are. Oh, I was in the dressing room
Not a good start.
The locker room. I was in the locker room in the gym today. And
speaking of gay.
Yeah, and there was just a giant cock that pushed through a hole in one of the lockers. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I started pulling on it. And then halfway through, I realized it was a dick. And I was like, well, you got to finish. Don't be rude. It was my fault for grabbing it in the first place. No, I was in the locker room at the gym, and they had CNN on. Apparently, the Pope is thinking about maybe letting priests get married. Like, it's the only way to get them to stop butt-fucking kids, right?
I was going to say that kind of goes against what's about to be a priest, but it could get them off of kids, so.
Yeah. I saw news about this today. I'm not crazy. Pope Francis suggests he'll review Catholic Church's vow of celibacy for priests.
Well, that's not marriage.
Well, that's kind of weird. That's not very Catholic, so he'll let them fuck, but he won't let them marry. All right, guys, look.
So we're only fucking now.
I know that we say that sex should only be for God's procreation, but I'm going to let you boys get your dick wet for a while. How's that sound? Can we get married? No, that's gay, bro.
Don't ever get married.
Don't get married. Come on.
Trap.
What are we going to do with our circle jerks if you guys all go off and get married? I know you'll say that you'll show up every Tuesday for them, but let's be honest, shit'll keep happening and our numbers will keep dwindling.
Well, I mean, we've came to the conclusion, though, that if it's like butt stuff, that's okay, right?
Well, apparently the Catholic Church prescribes to that, too.
Well, there we go. I got the Catholic Church on my side.
Francis, who previously opposed the idea that celibacy was an option for leaders of the church, appeared to make a U-turn during his latest interview with Argentine outlet Infobay. That sounds like a really zoomery...
Infobay?
Yeah, Infobay. It's like a really hot chick who's got some information for you.
I don't like that.
In celebrating the 10-year anniversary of his election as Pope. There is no contradiction for a priest to marry, the Pope said. I've noticed this about this guy for the last 10 years. He seems to just be kind of pulling things out of his asshole when it comes to the Catholicism. Either that or he's been taught Catholicism way different than I was taught.
No, I think it's the other one. I think he's just kind of coming up with things to fix other things.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, yeah, like gays can totally get into heaven. And I'm like, that is not what I've always been told.
It's not how the story goes.
Yeah, and then they're saying Infobay is Alex Jones in drag. That's what Infobay is.
I would pay a lot of money for Alex Jones in drag.
I didn't see that. Well, actually, he might get desperate enough. He might let you pay him to dress in drag.
That is true. He's a little cash poor.
He's a little cash poor. He says celibacy in the Western Church is a temporary prescription. Again, I think he's just making that shit up. It is not eternal like priestly ordination, which is forever, whether you like it or not. Whether you leave or not is another matter, but it is forever. On the other hand, celibacy is a discipline. Do you know how many 90-year-old priests there are right now going, oh, thanks, asshole. Now you tell me.
I would be upset because your dick doesn't work anymore.
I've been trying to stick it in this nun for about 45 years, and now you've totally bet. You know what? It's like Eric Cartman. You know what, Pope? You know what, Heavenly Father? I'd like you to buy me a nice dinner, because I'd appreciate being wined and dined before you fuck me, Pope.
Yeah, but the problem is when you're 90, it's blowing sawdust.
Exactly. If it's getting...
It hurts.
If it's getting hard at all, right?
Yes.
If it's getting hard at all whatsoever, it's, it's blowing. Yeah, it's just little...
Are you okay?
Little pieces of, I couldn't think... I was trying to stall because I couldn't think of the fucking word. Particle board.
You are off tonight.
I'm telling you, it's 3 deep.
I'm out and I've had one, but I mean... Do you need another one?
Pretty soon.
Would that sharpen you up?
If we hit overtime today, we're having a fourth one. We are, where are we at? We're 140? Yeah, we're 140 away from going to overtime. So we got about 30 minutes before we rattle the cans, but pretty soon it's going to be shaking the offering plate. MSO has made the prediction, no goal tonight. PJ2P, party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Bringing it back from the other night. Oh. Media Madness says, Aaron, I think it's funny how all these shows that are calling you bad are way worse. They think they are saints. I know. We sit here and we joke about people and they're like, I'm going to fucking end them and their marriage is dead. And I'm like, guys, you're the only ones getting mad about this.
Well, here's the kind of piece I came to today about it because they don't stop, obviously. They do truly think it's funny. Comedy's subjective. I don't agree with their funny. They don't agree with ours apparently, and that's just how it's going to be. So they can carry on doing whatever the hell they want, whether it's illegal or not. You know, accusing people of felonies.
I've encountered this so many times in my I've encountered this so many times in my 16 years in broadcasting, and it always makes me laugh. And I'm always halfway in the camp of tease them and halfway in the camp of just let them die because they're no good.
I know.
But teasing them is so fun because like you're the ones laughing, and then they accuse you of getting mad while they write in all caps with exclamation points, and you're like, do I just let people see how ridiculous this is, or do I kind of poke them a little bit?
Yeah, and I had to tell a few people that on Twitter tonight, too. Like, no, these people know what the right answer is and what the truth is. They just refuse to acknowledge that because they have to stick to lying to, like, keep up their shtick. So...
Grinch Girl says, the more they do it, the dumber they look. It's so middle school. Best entertainment I've had in years, and they think it's real. I know. That's the saddest part about it. But... like I said, I've been encountering it my entire career, and they always go away over time, and none of them ever think they will. Like every single one of them has fallen by the wayside. None of them ever think they will. They're like, you never say that you lose. I'm like, yes, I do. It's just never to people like you.
Sure.
It's the Bob and the Shuleys of the world who kick my ass. You know, those are the people who win. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, like I think what they did a few weeks ago, they got me right.
Yeah, I do believe that was shitty.
Yeah, I mean, they got
me.
But
they got it, yeah.
All right. So anyway, let's continue on here. What did the Pope say about the fucking vaginas, not buttholes? It sounds like he's kind of making this shit up as he goes. Because he's like 86 and
he's old.
He doesn't have much time left. So he's like, pussy is cool, man. We love pussy here in the Catholic Church. And they're like, wait, hold on a minute. You what? Yeah, always have, for sure. The Happy Plague Doctor with $5 says, win by 2 looks like a carny.
See, and the thing about that guy is, like, I don't even hear about him.
I don't
hear a thing about that guy.
I know that he used to be a fan of the show, but I don't know what he looks like. I just know him as a chatter in our chat, and now he's trying to, like, chase us.
And when do people like that, like, flip? Because he did used to be a fan. What changes for them?
When their channel doesn't get any traction and they need a bigger one to kind of, you know, I've always been very honest about that when I do it. You know, when people are like, why do you make fun of Brendan Schaub? Because it's in a fucking algorithm. And if you do a good job with it, it gets a lot of attention and it helps grow your show. I don't know why other shows get so sensitive when I point that out about them. I go, hey, you guys are doing this on our coattails because, you know, it gets you in an algorithm and we're big enough where it might help you get some views. And, you know, just admit it. That's okay. I admit it with Brendan, with Chad. I admit it with when we did the Bobby Lee stuff. I jumped into that algorithm. I'm here to grow a show. I don't know what you guys are here to do.
Right. So that's your job as a show host. And then I'm over here like, I don't put my stock in any of this shit. I'm just here to, you know, have some fun on the show and have an opinion and all that.
Yeah. And when we're transitioning.
I mean, when we get off here, it's just back to real life.
Right. And when you transition between stories, it's fun to kind of poke you a little bit.
Yeah.
The Biden administration has acted swiftly and decisively to protect the American economy and strengthen public confidence in our banking system. You know who said that? Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom said that in support of Joe Biden bailing out the deposits of Silicon Valley Bank.
Great.
So Gavin Newsom, governor of California, potentially the guy who's going to be the Democratic nominee for president if they don't run Joe Biden, he's saying, oh, man, thank you very much for bailing out Silicon Valley Bank. Those poor people who are depositors at that bank, man, they deserve it. You know why he said that?
Why?
Because
he's in there?
Gavin Newsom is a depositor at Silicon Valley Bank.
Because of course he is. Well, self-serving, I guess, and then you keep your people happy. What are you supposed to do?
I want to address this with Cherokee Girl because I know she's very disillusioned about the show, but I've given her no reason to. She goes, I didn't think Aaron had bad intentions in the text to Bob. I'm not so sure. I've explained it 50 times how I had nothing but good intentions about that. If you choose, like, if you have, like, a spin you have to put on it so it's more dramatic to you, I'm sorry that the truth of it is boring, but I can only tell you what I intended it as the guy who sent the text. How people read it is totally up to them, and I told Bob, that's fine if you read it that way. totally not how I presented it and how I meant it. But hey.
Unfortunate, though, like if anyone had interacted with us or watched our show prior, we were clearly under the impression we were friends with Bob.
Yeah, and
so why would we compromise that?
But that's our mistake, is thinking we were friends with any. None of these people were our friends. Like Mer says,
they're not friends.
They're your coworkers. You share, like you talk shit on the internet. They're not your friends.
We are work colleagues. We are work associates. We are skin deep relationships.
Thank God, because I don't want people thinking I'm friends with Gino Bisconti.
That does suck, though. Just, that is our biggest mistake, is assuming everyone thinks and behaves the way we do.
Yeah. I think in a weird way, like, we kind of take this too lightly. Like, we just have fun with it and, like, we kind of leave our show on the show. And I don't think everybody does that. And that was kind of a weird thing to find out.
Well, even Oz reached out to me today, and I had to tell him, too. I'm like, yeah, I kind of do miss the days of radio where we could have, like, a back and forth and everyone knew what that meant.
Taste Fairy says Bob got really jealous about the compound special. Sad. I don't see again. I know
That's
that he
not
was.
Our fault.
I know that he said he was upset about it, but I hope that didn't have anything to do with it. I hope. So anyway, let's continue on with the show. It's fun to go down memory lane, but we got a lot of stories to get to, and we have 25 minutes until we rattle those cans. I think we're only like 1:30 away from tonight's goal.
Nice.
PayPal and Streamlabs links are right there in the chat if you'd like to contribute that way. Most of that goes to the show. YouTube takes, I think, 30%, but I know the super chats are easier for a lot of other people. I love that there's a guy named Flying Oil Can in the chat. See, now that's a funny guy.
That is a funny guy.
That's a funny guy. University president at Memorial University in, I don't even know where this university is. Canada. It's in Newfoundland. Oh,
Newfoundland.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
That's way the fuck up there. A university president there has been placed on paid leave. And this is really ballsy because this woman was indigenous. She was a First Nations person or a Native American or whatever you want to call her. She was one of those, and they've now put her on paid leave. You know why?
No. Why?
She was faking it.
Oh, was another, what was her name? Pocahontas situation.
We got ourselves a little Dolezal.
We got ourselves thinking of another one.
The senator, Elizabeth Warren.
Well, Elizabeth Warren, yeah.
Elizabeth Warren, Rachel Dolezal. Now there's three of them. They can have like a little party together every year.
I'm seeing this is located in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah.
Both dog breeds.
But this is, so they can have like Race Fakers Anonymous.
You know what? Everyone needs a club.
What's his name? Sean King can be part of it. All of them. What do they call him? Telcom X. He can be a part of it too. Memorial University president Vianne Timmons decided to go on voluntary paid leave. Oh, that's kind of an admission of guilt.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like if Buffalo Wild Wings says, yeah, it's not wings. You should sue us. After she became engulfed in a scandal surrounding her claimed indigenous heritage. I'm going to say it's not totally her fault that she did this. It's our fault as a society because we place so much value on like being part of a other group.
Yep. You need to be something special.
We see minorities as victims, and victims have a value to them now. So if you claim that you're a minority and you can get people to believe that, now you've claimed a victimhood status. Now you're more valuable. Now you mean more.
You don't want to be caught being white.
Oh, yeah. Getting caught being white is terrible.
Especially straight and white.
Oh, yeah. Some of us, we just kind of give it away. And, we're stuck.
Maybe that's why they hate us.
Because we're heterosexual white folks?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. In a statement released Monday, Timmons apologized for any pain her disputed claims to indigenous ancestry have caused. Memorial University is an academic institution located in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canadian provinces. Yeah, I think that's like way up in the Northeast.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's a really shitty place. Sometimes
I love Canada. I don't want to live there.
Like I live in Minnesota, and sometimes I think like, God, I must be fucking crazy for living here.
That's all of us, I think.
And then you imagine that people like hundreds of miles north of us live in these places. And you're like, why? What are you doing? Like, what's in this for you?
Think of people that live in like Iceland and stuff like that. I can't imagine that shit.
There's only two kinds of people who should be living like in way northern Canada. People running from felonies and hair lips. Like people with really sad facial disfigurements. No. Those are the only two kinds of people living there.
Why hair lips? That seems mean.
Well, everybody... Here's the only two kinds of people you should hear in like northern Canada.
I haven't heard that word.
You should hear, shh, keep it down and keep the shades drawn. I don't want them to know I'm here. And how's you guys doing? I'm doing fine. Those are the only people you should hear in Newfoundland. But some people just believe you should.
You know what?
I don't know.
I had a friend and a neighbor in college who had a cleft palate.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you that they should hide.
They shouldn't go. At least
it always scared me when I was drunk. Like, why are you talking that way?
At least don't go outside. That's all. Nolan says, is the word ass not allowed in Super Chat? No, it's not. I've tried to send Super Chats to people, and if it has any swear words in it, like they don't let it go.
It is strange.
I can't get them in there, yeah.
They don't want their slurs or foul language illuminated.
Every time I try to send Mersh one with the N-word in it because I think he'll like it, they don't let me. So then I get put on a list. OMS with 1999 says, will make the goal tonight. All right, yes. $120.
Thank you.
Away from today's goal. Thank you very much, buddy. People have a lot of questions about this rule I just made about hair lips and felons and things like that. Bjorn Sandenstein says, Aaron seems like he likes to put his acorn in smelly places. I just don't like you calling it an acorn. I don't mind the lies, but an acorn?
At least call it a Brazil nut.
He says he places his acorn in the place where the boom booms come from. Why not just say shit cutter? It's so much more charming.
You know it's not. That is
like that one?
Offensive.
Citizen M says, what about people without hair lips, like Joaquin Phoenix? How is that not a hair lip? And by the way, Joaquin Phoenix can live there in shame because you can still make movies.
Yeah, I guess. He could probably come up with something good, right?
You just have to live in a terrible place. Bjorn says, I will donate $300 if Aaron answers my simple and basic question. Here's the deal. You chip in $300, we'll make you a VIP, and you go ahead and ask away.
Yeah, I think so.
Matt Fields with 199 says, you just have to be creative, my knee guard.
Oh, he did. He got you, too.
Knee guard.
Like knees.
Knee guard.
Like
knee guard, what you put on when you go rollerblading because you're a homosexual.
Knee pad adjacent, the things you must wear to suck penis for
you have to?
Periods of time.
Oh my God, I didn't know you had to. I've just been doing it for fun.
A lot of people online have been wearing out their knee pads lately.
Christina says, I answered the question. Bjorn owes you $300. Well, you look, I answer questions for the love of the game. That's all.
What was the question?
If I put my acorn in people's shitter. I don't like calling my dick an acorn. I like to think of it as at least, a decently taut icicle.
Ew. The Alaskan pipeline.
Yes. Oh, shit. I actually, I heard Perry talking about Alaskan pipelines to all the girls of Simpcast.
Really?
Yeah, he was talking about how Jennifer Aniston wants to give him an Alaskan pipeline.
No.
Oh,
she does, too. I've heard that.
Yeah. My lost interest is calling it a mighty oak. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Grinch Girl says, I haven't used knee pads since high school. Grow up, ladies.
There you go.
No, women don't actually use knee pads, do they?
Can you stop being so gullible sometimes? No, we don't use knee pads.
I'm sorry, I don't suck dick anymore.
Why do you keep coming out with all these admissions? You got the dick in the locker room thing, the knee pads.
That was a hand job, and I didn't know it till I was halfway through. Totally different.
I'm a little insecure. My 5-year plan's changing.
Uh-oh, you heard it here.
I had 6 babies on my hips, and now it's not happening.
You guys heard. Yeah, now they're all. Never mind. Eric Nagel says knee guards, also part of Thor's kingdom. Yeah, ass guard, knee guard, thigh guard, dick guard, all of them.
You could go over to Lord of the Rings, too, and we got Isengard and,
Michael Mitchell says, Aaron, if you have to ask, then you're not getting blown. I mean, I don't want to tell any tales out of school, but there are no knee pads in this home.
Actually, Aaron only makes me get on the floor with bare knees. No, on gravel.
Arr!
He makes me do it in the garage where it's cement with little bits of gravel on it, so it really hurts.
I like to tell her it toughens you up and makes it better. I can't get blown unless a girl's in severe pain.
I go through a lot.
It's the way I was raised. I don't know.
I
what
can't
to
wear
tell
shorts in the summer anymore. My knees are so ugly.
Oh. I just
He's abusive, right?
It's just, look.
Just jokes.
I'm not saying this got out of hand, but I don't feel comfortable anymore.
Neither do I.
The controversy. Can I get back to the Native American woman who's not really Native American? Good Lord. This has gone completely off the rails on a Wednesday night. The controversy stems from Timmons claiming she has never benefited from her indigenous ancestry, which she maintains is different from indigenous identity. Oh, so she's just full of shit. Okay, that's interesting. While I have shared that I am not Mi'kmaq, is that like grandpa for a lot of people, like Meemaw and Mi'kmaq? Mm-hmm. Or is that an Irish grandmother, Mi'kmaq?
Mi'kmaq. I like that one.
Thank you. I'm glad. I was looking for your approval.
I want Mi'kmaq's Irish pub to be a thing.
When I go to McDonald's for breakfast, you know what I always get?
A Mi'kmaq.
A McMuffin.
Oh, no.
How do you not love me? Am I not worth being loved?
I prefer the McPuffin. It's a little cream puff.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
It has cream in the
I was
middle.
having fun with my McMuffin joke, and then you hurt my feelings. Why is it every time we give these people a reason to love us, we just snatch it right back from them? It's bullying.
And check it out. It's always my fault.
It really is. So while I have shared that I am not Mi'kmaq, and I do not claim an indigenous identity, questions about my intentions in identifying my indigenous ancestry and whether I have benefit. See, this already is bullshit. Like, anytime you have to talk this much about the thing you're talking about, you're a liar.
Yeah, you are kind of condemning yourself here.
Yeah. While I have shared that I am not Mi'kmaq and I do not claim an indigenous identity, questions about my intentions in identifying for my... Stop using I words!
Am I the only one that thinks indigenous sounds kind of like a racial slur? Like, it sounds bad. Indigenous.
Right. Most people just say redskin. Oh, sorry. I just no idea that we didn't say that anymore. While I have shared that I am not Mi'kmaq and I do not claim an indigenous identity, questions about my intentions in identifying my indigenous ancestry and whether I have benefited from sharing my understanding of my family's history have sparked important conversations on and beyond our campus. Shut the fuck up and just take the 23andMe test already. Jesus.
Holy fucking run-on sentence.
Spit in the fucking cup and leave us all alone. We've got lunch to get to.
I thought you had to bleed for that one. Don't you bleed? You have to, like, put a little DNA sample.
What's the one where you spit?
I don't know.
April only knows the ones where you swallow. Am I right? David Skywalker says indigen words. No.
See, I think it sounds kind of dirty, though.
You know, it's almost like this woman, like, she's committing a crime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of crime?
Well, like, she's guilty of a crime and they haven't arrested her for it yet.
Oh, yeah?
She's saying she's Native American and she's committed a crime that she's on the run for. Like, some could even argue she's an Indian outlaw. Perhaps even half Cherokee and Choctaw. Thank you, Von Kaiser, for the assist.
You weren't supposed to talk after it.
I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't fit.
Von Kaiser gave me the half Cherokee and Choctaw thing, and I had to.
We clearly don't work well together.
I'm sorry. Actually, she actually says that she kind of pulled a George Santos where she's like, I may not be like full-blooded indigenous, but my best friend growing up was Native American. And she talked about him a little bit.
And we scissored Tiny.
No, she talked about her friend, the Native American.
What was their name?
She said Kalijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. He fell in love with the antique maiden or the Indian maiden over at the antique store. Kalijah. Sorry. Oh.
I get it. Don't like this show.
No, she's half Cherokee and Choctaw. Her baby, she's a Chippewa. She's a one of a kind.
This is sickness.
Oh. Are you really a Native American, Miss Principal? No, but I have been to a casino. Well, that's close.
I am a dealer at a casino here locally.
I am a blackjack dealer. I may not be Native American, but I deal a mean hand of blackjack. So, I mean...
That counts, right?
Tomato, as far as I'm concerned. Jesus Christ, consider 00. That is a horrible thing to call anybody. I mean, is it a funny two words being put together? Of course it is.
Oh.
But Aaron's breast binder says she's a train engine. No, I didn't say she's a choo-choo. For God's sake. Zen Rhino says, Aaron, Canadians by definition can't be Native American. It would be Native Canadian. North American. Quit being such a dick.
That is the greatest point. That one flew right over my head.
Well, we're
as did yours.
We're not sharp. Hey, I need to ask you a question.
Nah.
Before we got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes before we have to rattle the cans. Soon to be offering plate.
Okay.
And knock out that $120 goal, which MSO has said we will. God damn it, consider. Knock it off. $120 goal, which MSO has predicted we will not hit.
Okay.
We're going to play the music, rattle the cans in about 10 minutes, and beg for your money, and do a half hour of overtime, which features Crowder and, not Crowder, Schaub and Kreischer, which sounds like a car dealership.
Sounds like a lawyer's office, actually.
Yeah, you guys, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's the most obnoxious thing you'll hear all week, and that's counting this show. I need to know your opinion on something, because you're probably not familiar with this guy, and I really don't like him because he's kind of one of those conservative, like, oh, I'm saving the culture by owning the libs, and he goes and, like, confuses 18-year-old, like, retarded progressives and is like, yeah, got him. His name is Charlie Kirk.
Nope.
And he goes on college campuses and just talks to a bunch of people who agree with him. And then when the liberals come, he's like, oh, yeah, well, if there's 82 genders, what are the chromosomes? Boom, gotcha, teenager. I want you to tell me, is Charlie Kirk a wiener guy?
That sounds like a wiener guy.
All right, I'm going to pull up a picture of Charlie Kirk, because I've always thought, by your definition, I've always thought Charlie Kirk was a wiener guy. So I'm going to show you a picture of Charlie Kirk, and you tell me if Charlie's a wiener guy.
Oh, boy.
Is that a wiener guy?
That kind of looks like Alex Stein if he had an extra chromosome. Like, that's not good.
Jesus.
I think Alex Stein is a fine-looking gentleman, and this is not that.
His eyes are far too close together, now that you mention it.
Yeah, you guys tell me I've got a humongous forehead, too. This guy has like a bulbous head.
Yeah, this motherfucker ice cream scoops to hide his forehead. I don't like
Look
that.
at this picture down here with the
which one?
The middle one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He looks like the retarded policeman.
Yes, he does.
Oh, my God. Hi, do you know why I pulled you over? Because you're black. That's Charlie Kirk. So is he a wiener guy?
He looks like a wiener guy.
I think he's a wiener guy.
Yeah.
I don't even give a shit what the story was. I just wanted to bring up Charlie Kirk just for you.
I know.
And then you could tell me if he's a wiener guy.
I know a wiener guy when I see him.
And that's a wiener guy?
That's a wiener guy.
Zen Rhino says Charlie Kirk okay, I don't know if this is true. I don't feel like getting sued, so I'm going to say Zen Rhino is alleging that Charlie Kirk embezzled $2 million out of a Turning Point bank account and put it in another super secret Turning Point bank account.
Isn't that the one that what's his face is in prison for right now?
Who are you talking about?
I'm having a hard time with his name.
Does it end in Steen or Berg?
Yes, it's.
Uh-oh.
It is that.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, I didn't want to be right. I was making a joke.
The fluffy dark hair.
The fluffy.
He's
she
young.
just wrote down the word Jew. You can't do that. Doesn't
I'm
help.
trying to draw a picture.
Hey, Aaron, who's the Jew who embezzled a shitload of money? Oh, wow. Break it down to the finest particle, why don't you? Shit.
I guess that's a little broad.
You get a little tiny bit. Oh.
Come on, you guys know who this is. You're no help. You're no help at all. You left me hanging.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's been on TV and he never has an answer for anything.
A Jew who committed financial crimes. Goldman Sachs.
No.
He's been on TV.
He's in actual trouble. He is in actual trouble right now.
Oh, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Isn't that the same bank? Turning Point?
No, it's FTX.
Oh, God.
They are not even close
I've
to
heard
one
of
another.
Turning Point somewhere else
Turning
with
Point
problems.
is a conservative organization that goes and yells at college kids. It's kind of their niche.
Well, aren't they the same thing?
Saints on earth, a whole lot of them. Thank you to Pip for the $10 super chat. He says, great show tonight. Thank you, Pip.
Thank you, Pip.
The Gravy Show says, haha, April calling Charlie Kirk retarded Alex Stein made my night.
Well, am I wrong?
I think the reason it made his night is
Thank you, sir.
it's because it was indeed pretty spot on.
Gary Crouch just says all of them. That's horrific. See, Ryobi had it too, like FTX guy. What was that name? Uh-oh.
April writes down Jew, the Jew who committed all the financial crimes. And I just thought the Federal Reserve.
You know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
wasn't
Gravy
making-
Show laughed at the line. She wrote down Jew.
No, I did not. I was trying to draw his hair and be like, that guy.
Oh, shit. Guys, quit building that tower right fucking now. Knock it off. Oh, my God. Hey, leave KYP Stew alone.
Okay.
KYP Stew is okay. Zen, I understand what you're doing. I understand why you did that and why you did that to Bo Archer and whatnot, but...
How did you do that to all of them at one time?
Did you delete them or did you... Don't hide them. Those guys are cool.
He didn't hide them.
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay.
All right.
It'll say hidden, not message deleted.
I like flying oil cans idea. Rattle the oil can.
I like oil cans.
I've
lived on farms.
We've got to get an oil can and we've got to get an offering plate, and we can switch them out.
Oil cans and offering plates is our new album.
Yes, that's it drops on Tuesday. Gary Crouch says we were only kidding. Fat Andy with $2 says, "Yay, St. Patrick's Day! Now kiss my Blarney Stones." That is vulgar.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, Zen Rhino says when you time out somebody, it deletes all their previous comments. Yeah, don't make the tower. It's gonna make the mods itchy when you make the tower.
Mods are itchy.
They get itchy with the end towers. They love the show and they just want to see it continue.
Need some cream with the end towers then. Jeez.
Why?
Itch cream, anti-itch cream.
Oh, okay.
You said they get itchy.
Zen Rhino says, "Believe me, guys, I want to do an end tower too, but you can't do that." Oh, boy. This has been a fun fucking show tonight. Jesus Christ. I can't remember the last time I laughed so much at this stupid show.
We're very weird.
April, this sounds like something you would do.
No. Oh, God, no.
Yes.
No.
You are. April is such a germ person. She
that's not me.
If you make contact with the lid of the garbage can, she's like, "Wash your hands before you touch anything." I'm
saving you from pooping and shitting.
I feel like
or puking.
You would put the toilet seat in the dishwasher.
Never in a trillion years. What is wrong with you?
You wouldn't.
No.
No.
I don't want fucking shit particles and shit shavings in my dishwasher.
All right. Well, you know what? That's fair.
At most, I would. Here's the worst thing I've ever done. Like, I'm saying, like, worse, like, as in, like, a need to control the situation thing. There's been a time where I removed the entire toilet seat and put it in the shower, like the tub, to, like, get out all, like, the grime from, like, the hinges that attach it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But then I had to bleach the tub.
I didn't know people did this. This is a more common thing than I knew.
People do that?
Yeah, people put their toilet seats in the dishwasher.
No, I think that's fucked up because you don't know for sure.
Zen Rhino must do it. He says dishwashers have really hot water and they use dish liquid. It's sanitary if you do that, April.
I'm not chancing it though because you know why? Like, so we have an old dishwasher to begin with, but like on occasion, yeah, it is.
Okay.
On occasion, like particles of food will still be stuck to a glass every now and then.
Okay.
I'm not going to let that be a fucking shit particle.
Yeah. Crank Nutter Butter puts what you're saying in a much funnier way. He goes, "Fart nuggets on your teaspoon." Well, how about we don't leave giant turds on our toilet seat?
I don't want to.
Don't.
I'm not
I do
outing
not.
you for what you do.
David says April just doxed their dishwasher.
It's old, and check this out. The top rack is being held together by Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, we gotta get a new fucking dishwasher. Actually, the dishwasher's fine. The top rack, but you look at top racks.
Thing that goes. There's the peg that goes in the hole that keeps the rack up on the left side.
Of course.
And I've got it held together with Gorilla Glue because somebody overloaded the fucking rack once.
We're not gonna say who.
Busted.
Yeah, could have been her.
Never saying who.
Who knows?
Just.
Bree wants to let you know that I'm a great second mic to you. So that's...
I appreciate the compliment in a sea of madness.
Jay Hasty wants us to know you can't waffle stomp the dishwasher.
See? What if there's fucking shit on it?
You're also facing
You can't put shit
accusations.
in there.
You're facing you're facing accusations of peeing in the sink.
Me?
Yes.
Like I squat over the sink.
I don't know the logistics of it. They haven't explained it to me.
You know what, though? If I were to start doing that, it does work on my glutes while I piss.
Rexdart parody account says you have to burn that dishwasher now and probably the rest of the kitchen to be sure.
See what I mean? Like, oh my God. You know how there's like some steam that comes out of the dishwasher sometimes?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now picture there being like
shit steam.
Shit steam.
Pink eye for everybody.
Oh my God.
Matt Field says poop and food are not supposed to be anywhere near each other.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, tell my local diner that.
I feel that way too. See, now you assuming I would put that in the dishwasher kind of makes me concerned that you would.
No, I don't even hardly want to put dishes in there. I think they're all good 3 or 4 times in a row.
And I don't think since I've lived with you that you've cleaned a toilet. So
how dare you? I do mini cleanups every time I'm done. You should see it. Hey, you should see it before. Brie says fecal flakes. They're great.
That makes sense for you, actually.
Of course.
Fecal flakes.
Rupert with 1999 says it's okay. My old dishwasher has a bad rack as well. Her name is Sarah. Oh. Well, tell that bitch to get her rack all fixed so she can get back to washing the dishes.
I am hearing reports that I too have a bad rack. I'm hearing that Red Bar doesn't like how I look now.
You didn't hear that from me. I love your rack. You have a wonderful rack.
I don't know. I guess people got to go to the appearance.
Look, you should only listen. Tough. You should only listen to people who are going to be alive next year. Just remember that.
I have considered going to listen to it because I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not afraid of like hearing what somebody has to say about us. Like I've heard all the worst I can hear.
I bet we have big foreheads. We beg for money and we're not funny. And we're going to get divorced soon. Oh no.
I would assume that Red Bar very much made fun of my lack of tits, although his wife and me are pretty much the same size. My hair's awful. I'm too old. And my forehead's too big.
For him, yeah. Let's go ahead and fire up the music. Let's knock out the 100 that's left. We got 100 left on the goal tonight. Not a bad one to knock out. Let's put 5 minutes up on the clock. And let's see if we can't knock this bad boy out. Fire up the music. Oh, shit, I didn't check the mail. Part of my costume could have been here. My Royce War Hype Train
Do you want me to
costume.
run out?
It's too late now. Thank you guys very much. Let's see if we can knock out a $100 goal and do a half hour of overtime. MSO says no goal tonight.
Uh-oh.
No goal. $100 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, there's the links in the chat. Also, super chats and membership. Bo Archer says Mike is offering you $300,000 to leave Aaron and start over. I mean,
is that the truth?
Yeah, she's more than welcome.
I could just leave you, take the money, and we could start over.
That's a good point. Yes. Let me know when you get paid.
Okay.
She doesn't fucking tell me. She just leaves. Fat Andy says, I personally love April's knockers. They're so perky.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
That is a nice thing. When you don't have too big of ones, they're not going to sag.
Yeah, that's why I picked her. They're going to hang in there for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, watch out, Aaron. Aaron. Royce is going to sue you for his patented ROTC $5 hype train music. Fuck Royce. I'm using it until he sends me a cease and desist.
Oh.
100 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. Let's see if we get there. We are 3 minutes away from the end of tonight's show. Unless we hit that goal, we do an extra 30 minutes. I love how hit the goal has like become part of YouTuber lexicon now.
Yeah.
I like that. We've changed the game, as it were.
Bo Archer says he had stipulations. What were they?
Oh, well, that's gay and Jewish then. That's no fun.
He's saying it was only 12 minutes long and it was very cute. Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to hear it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, if you're going to have stipulations and get all Jew banker on us, that's not fun.
I'll check out a stipulation, see if it's, worth looking into.
Take a look. Anton Slavic with $5 says, love from Ireland. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you,
95 Anton. Away from knocking it out tonight and doing an extra half hour of overtime. Supporting the Steel Toe Show, keeping us going. We appreciate it. Patty B Cake says, my favorite couple, and throws $10 at us via PayPal.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty, very much. 85 away from hitting it tonight and doing an extra half hour where Bert and Brendan are on the agenda. Gary Crouch with $4.99 says, gosh darn good show. Blow me, YouTube. Oh, that is a defiant statement.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Matthew Jenkins says, Super Chat music rocking as always. You know it, sir.
Yes, sir.
$80 away, only 80 away. We can knock that out. We go on rushes like that all the time. About a minute left, though. We've got a minute. Hold on, let me check the clock here. Yep, about a minute 25 left to go. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
We've got 1-2 skip to my Lou says 5 bones for a few shaka kicks. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. 10 from Jeff. Thank you very much. That's 15. And David Chandler with 50.
Wow.
That's going to knock about 60 off the goal. 20 away. 20 away.
Pretty cool.
From knocking it out tonight. How much time do we have left? We have literally 60 seconds left to knock out that 20. Marquise says, my last 5. You're welcome. Well, don't do your last 5.
Well, thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
I'm
Thank you,
sorry
buddy.
we had to take your gay away tonight.
Sorry we took away the gay, but we gave you back more black, which is more valuable these days anyway.
Would
I
you
feel
say
like.
he's back in black? Okay, ew.
Sorry. That shouldn't have
really
there was
bad.
no reason for that.
Would you like another beer?
Yes, I would. $15 away from knocking it out tonight. You guys have already bought yourself a half hour on credit, so this would be a push for MSO.
Should I go?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if we get there 25 seconds before we start overtime here with $15 left to go. Rupert with $4.99. That puts us at $10 away. Rupert with $5 says, oh, I can't see it now. Son of a bitch. Says, April, do you use Aaron's bobs as speed bags when you're bored? I think he means boobs. But oh well. All right, here we go. We're running up on the end of the music. $10 left. And let's see. We are at $5 from Alex. Says, give Marquise his $5 back. I'll work on it. I'll try to run it down to him. And that puts us $5 away. Thank you guys very much. We're going to do that overtime for you. If you feel like knocking out the rest of that 5, go ahead. If not, we'll just start fresh tomorrow. We're not going to shake you upside down like my Catholic church did over $5. Mr. Nagel with 15 over on PayPal. That's going to put us 10 into tomorrow. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Very, very much. They're saying, yeah, I saw this. Opie was on with the corn.
That's interesting to me.
I love that. I really do. I like that Opie went on with the corn.
I do too, because it seems completely out of character to me. And I like to see that he's getting out a little bit.
Yeah. KYP Stu says, haters be mad. I don't think so. I don't think the haters get mad at us hitting the goal. They're just kind of mad at us all the time. So
they are kind of just angry.
Thank you guys very much for knocking that out. For us disgusting carnival barkers over here at Steel Toe, we do appreciate you guys.
We are gross.
Oh, MSO says no, the corn went on Opie.
Like called in?
Yeah, okay, so Opie didn't go on the corn. Opie doesn't do anybody's show. He better go on the corn's channel now.
I'm guessing that he thinks that if it goes to him, he can control it more.
But why
like
be
he can just shut it off?
Why be that nervous? Like, if you have your own show, yeah, I get that. If you have your own show, you can control it. But it's not like the corn is going to, like, butt fuck you. It's not like he's going to stick the corn cob in your ass.
Right. To me, being on a show like Opie and Anthony, too, you should be a little desensitized to, like, the nerves and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me.
Maybe Eric can tell us what that's about. The fact that he doesn't go on anybody's show. It's like he won't even go on Brennan's show, and all Brennan wants to do is use Opie to shit on Anthony.
I thought he did go on there. I thought they said he did.
No, he never did.
I mean, probably a wise decision, but
yeah, but
you know.
Well, yeah. But like, you'd think he'd love a little Anthony shitting on, if you will. You guys want to see a little Opie with the corn, and then we'll go to Brendan and Bert?
Yeah, sure.
Opie meets corn diff and loved it. See, now what if Opie, we've always in a weird way rooted for Opie to be more charming and open.
Friendly.
Yeah, and just not be such an angry dick all the time. That's when we make fun of him, when he's kind of being an angry, obsessive dick.
Mm-hmm.
We've always said, like, hey, I wish Opie would do a show, or, I wish Opie would, open up a little bit, be more likable. So I'm really open to enjoying this. I hope I laugh. Remember, I watched this guy for a long time. I listened to this guy for a long time.
Of course.
I want him to be good. I don't want him sitting there lying about, his days on the Opie and Anthony show and, fucking talking about how I'd be better off if I hadn't met Anthony. It's like, stop. You don't have that view without Anthony. And he doesn't have Compound and all this other shit without you. Like,
both ways.
Come on, guys. Let's cut the bullshit. So this, I got to say, there's only one person I've ever seen be unlikable with the corn.
Who was that?
Chad.
Oh.
I mean, Chad.
Oh, that's right. Chad yelled at him a lot.
It was, I know Chad doesn't see it this way, but it was one of Chad's funniest moments of his life. I've never seen a more funny moment involving Chad in my life than when he started yelling and screaming and spittling and getting angry at a piece of animated corn.
An ear of corn.
An ear of corn. I keep saying piece because I'm a suburban kid.
A cob. You can call him a cob.
A Thai cob. So here's Opie with the corn. I really want everyone to know. I want to like Opie. I mean that with all sincerity. I want to like him.
Of course.
What's going on, brother?
Hello, sir. How are you today?
You got to explain the corn thing.
We grow in fields. We're not that rare.
I'll be honest with you, Corn Diff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a supporter. I don't know if you're a hater.
It doesn't matter. He's a corn.
He's a cute little piece of corn.
He's a piece of corn. Okay. What does it matter if a piece of corn hates you? I've said this about people who hate this show. As long as you play along and have some fun, I don't care if you hate us. You're only going to be kicked out if you try to interrupt what we're doing here. So what if they're a hater, Opie? As long as they're like playing along with what you got going on, that's fine. Now leave the corn alone. Let him talk, Aaron, you fucking drunk.
I don't know if you're a troll. I don't know if this is
corn.
a bit. I have no idea, but you definitely
it's corn.
Piqued my
time out. I'm sorry for pausing so much. Did Opie just say he wasn't sure if the guy who's a piece of corn is a bit?
Yes, he said that.
No, he's literally just a piece of corn in a field talking to you. He's got great internet out there in the field of dreams.
No dial-up for this ear.
Interest, Corn Diff.
Well, I'll tell you, Opie, I am a fan of yours. I am a fan of yours. I do like to give people grief on the internet sometimes, but it's all in good humor. But no, I'm an old school Opie and Anthony fan.
Are you who are you affiliated with?
Nobody.
It's not a gang, Ope.
Who are you affiliated with?
See, now Corn Diff's
the
got
stock I came from.
Yeah, Corn Diff's got to sharpen his chops because what he should have said there is the Hells Angels, and they got to tell you don't fuck with Kumia.
Corn in the field, keeping it real.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you choose corn?
He's so cute.
There's another guy that took the potato idea, so I had to go with corn, and I made it work. I'm trying to own it, make it my own.
You're definitely owning it. So you wanted to be a potato, but someone beat you to the potato?
Well, no, I didn't have anything in mind really. It's just the potato is a better filter.
Opie doesn't know the potato.
No, corn's
Opie
great.
doesn't know the potato.
No,
that's actually kind of endearing. I actually like Opie for that he doesn't like. I like Cardiff, but I kind of like that Opie doesn't know that world. That's nice. That means he's spending time with his kids and his family and all that shit.
Too.
I like that about Opie.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck is the corn? Like, because there's some people on the internet who live their life on the internet go, the fuck Opie, he doesn't know the corn or the potato. Opie shouldn't know the potato.
I never feel bad when I don't know who someone is because I get to know somebody now, but then I also, like you said, realize, I've been living a life and things.
I'm putting this up on YouTube so Opie knows it's not just arbitrary that we just shit on him all the time. This is nice.
This is good.
I would welcome this Opie back.
You got to stick with the corn, man. Look, we love corn. We love the corn.
Yeah, wheat diff. Hello, sir.
We love the corn. And look, John Cords, who I just had on, he's like, I'm effing dying. He loves the corn.
Well, good.
This is adorable.
A lot of my
this is remarkably adorable.
Like, this is just wholesome between the two of them.
I'm calling this video The Redemption of Greg Opie Hughes.
I like it. Yep, absolutely.
I wish he did this all the time. I would never make fun of Opie ever.
To me, this is a start. Got to start somewhere.
Opie is acting the way a 60-year-old man should when he sees a piece of digitized corn on the internet talking to him.
Can we get a beefsteak tomato next?
She's okay. Guys,
Or
she's from a farm. I mean, yeah, how about beet diff?
Beet diff?
Beet diff could be good.
Yeah, you can't do tomato diff.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Beet diff works really well, though. All right, let's continue with Opie being absolutely gobsmacked by the corn.
Stuff, which I greatly appreciate. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know what to think of you. But I'm glad I got you on my live stream. I was going to turn this off. But
thank you for having me.
This just made my afternoon. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mine too.
Could you move around as the corn again?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, I did. If you guys were looking for me to shit on this, no way in hell. This is great.
This is like watching a kid watch little kittens like bop around a thing of yarn. That's Opie right now.
I mean, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. You guys think I wanted to shit on Opie? This is why I shit on Opie. I want to get back to this. I want Opie to see the errors of his ways and see that he can be a wholesome, decent enough, good-humored, relatable guy, and he's just talking to the corn. Opie's doing a lot better with the corn than Chad did.
Yeah.
Chad yelled at the corn.
Nope, we got smiles and laughter here. You know what, though? The VeggieTales gang, like, they seem to, like, just be endearing to everyone. But Chad, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, everyone. Anthony loves this corn guy.
Right.
Everyone does.
You can't not love the corn guy. Like, Chad thought the corn was out to get him.
Yes, because the ear of corn is going to chase you and haunt your dreams.
Look at Opie. He's genuinely...
I don't know
Put
why.
on the show.
I don't know why I find it funny. Where are you, Corn Diff?
Just a field behind there's a backstory, but it's not.
Opie, don't dox Corn Diff.
How do people find you? It's just Corn Diff on the YouTube?
Yeah, and if you go to corndiff.com, it's just a link tree page. It's got all my contact information on there. So, or Zoomock.com. If you go to Zoomock.com,
you fucking prick. You
What?
piece of shit, Corn Diff.
No way.
Come on.
Did he really do that?
The internet is mean.
That is cruel.
The internet is just fucking mean, man. Why can't we just
Ouch.
have a little fun?
That
Like,
is
look, man, we've shit on Chad.
scornful.
I've always said this about us shitting on Chad, and I'm proud of this. We keep it on wax, and that's my goal. We keep it on this, on these. I may dislike Chad strongly for the personal things he's done.
Yeah.
But I don't hate or dislike the performer, Chad Zumock.
I've told people that publicly on Twitter the other day. I don't hate the guy.
Yeah. Like, I hate that he's done, like, really personal shit.
Yes, I can dislike that.
But I don't hate him as a performer, and I've never hated Opie either. I wouldn't call myself a hater. I just thought Opie was going down the wrong path, and I would criticize him. But this is beautiful. Like I said, it's a weight off my shoulders if I don't have to make fun of Opie, because this shows me that Opie's listening to the criticism. He hears it. He understands it. And
he's adapting.
And on his own time, he's not going to do it because you told him to do it. He's going to process the information, and on his time, he'll adapt.
And maybe letting the corn in is just the start of things, Like this person here is saying this is the best thing to happen all month.
Yeah.
Maybe Opie takes note of these things and he's like, I should do this more.
The Opie and Corn podcast. It's got to be a video cast, though.
That'd be sick.
Opie and the Corn. Opie likes sports. Corn Diff hates sports. No, Mersh keeps playing that clip of the Corn going, yeah, sports. So Corn Diff doesn't like sports.
It literally goes to my link tree. So
why? Maybe that's why he's mad.
No. That was after he lost his shit on me. Then I named a star after him. It's a dying star in a galaxy that you can't see anymore. But I did name a star after him.
Corn Diff,
that is far more personal than anything we've ever done.
Corn Diff, you're being very passive aggressive with that star naming thing.
That's pretty funny, but look, I would never think to do either of those things.
I'll say it again. I don't know how we became the target of all these kind of wannabe like hangers on. I don't understand what we've done to you. I've always thought that out of all the podcasts out there, we keep it on wax. We try to be funny, but like Corn Diff's a way bigger asshole than I am.
He named a dying star after Zumock.
I just want to make fun of the things Chad Zumock does publicly.
Yes.
He's naming dying stars after him and stealing his name for a website.
He's probably going to report when the thing dies, too.
He will. I love Corn Diff, but still,
Whoa.
I don't get it. I get the corn thing. I don't get why people think I'm the asshole, and meanwhile, I'm just making fun of people.
And now Zumach.com will take you right to Corn Diff's link tree.
And then I bought Zumach.com.
Okay.
Well, I'm not really. I have no problem with him. He just kind of pissed me off. He lost his. He got mad at me.
Okay.
I'm just a corn.
You're just a corn. I think I would be mad at you if you named a dying star after me.
Why?
In a
that's
galaxy
very
that's
sweet.
No longer really something we could see. I think that would bother me.
If no one can see it, did it happen?
Right.
I would never do that, Opie.
Okay, I appreciate that. Popcorn is mass murder. Where are you at with popcorn? That's a very good.
That's funny.
That's a cute, adorable question. Where you at with popcorn?
I like that.
I could watch Opie talk to the corn all fucking day. I'd watch that show.
Comment there.
I actually am okay with it. There's too much of us, and we need to start thinning the herd.
Oh my God, he's pro corn genocide. He's like corn Thanos. This fucking guy.
Cornicide.
All right, well there.
I like this.
I might watch the rest of this a little bit later. I know we promised you guys Brendan and Bert, so we'll get to that in a little while here. But
oh my God, somebody called it Cobcast.
I see.
Alex
I like
Bernal.
this.
There you go.
Rob says, "Who would have thought that Opie would have given me a white pill?" Yeah, just a ray of sunshine and hope.
That just felt good. That's like a good way to end the night. I mean, we still got more left, I suppose. But
God bless Opie.
Yeah.
God bless Opie. Jules David, yes, we did hear that. Don't worry. There has been a discussion with him. Not the one we need to have. He only texted with me, but we'll have a conversation. Like I said about that, I actually do not have any ill will towards the person who perpetrated that. At all. That was a funny little troll that they did. That's a funny little thing.
That's somebody trying to be, funny and pull the wool over somebody's eyes.
It took our guy shanking me in the back to pull that off. So look, man, if you're going to troll a show, fucking go for it. I don't have to take part in it. But if you're going to, nobody should stop anybody from trolling a show except the person that's being trolled. So, yeah, I'm not mad at that guy for it. Alex with $5 says Cobcast, titled by Alex. Not sorry, Marquise. Oh shit, did he steal it? In the form of a fucking super chat? God. Yeah, Opie won me over with that.
I think it's just heartwarming to see him smile so much in such a little amount of time, because usually he's, complaining about something somebody said in the chat or a super chat and stuff like that, and it's nice to get off of that for a minute.
My Lost Interest says Aaron's Grinch heart grew 3 times that night. Colt C says, you take this way too seriously. Not at all. I think you do. I don't take this seriously at all.
Yeah,
I'm not watching other people's shows obsessively.
Definitely the reverse.
I got to tell you, buddy, if you watch this show and think we take anything seriously, you got mental problems. Or as we said earlier, there's a chance you might be gay. That's a possibility, too.
Maybe.
Devil Funds from your friends from the Wicked Pissa Show. Thank you for the 666.
Thank you.
Wicked Pissa Show, by the way, is it still on Twitch or is it on YouTube? Look for Wicked Pissa Show everywhere.
They are good people.
They're good people. Subscribe to them. So I got to give you guys this Brendan Schaub, Bert Kreischer thing because Jesus titty fucking Christ. This is.
Yeah, I feel like you're hyping it up for me quite a bit,
dude.
At this point,
like I said, it's remarkable that 2 guys could get together and be this annoying, and the screen didn't break. I thought for sure this was going to break laws of physics. But the world survived. I felt the world vibrate and shake, and I was really nervous because I'd never felt it before, and then it went away. This is Brendan Schaub and Bert Kreischer together. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about Bert Kreischer, but he is a cry for attention every time he hosts a show, every time he's on a show. This is a guy who, he's like a college kid who never grew up, but like a college bro who just always drinks all day long. Like that college buddy you had who you're like, oh, it's fun to go out with him on Friday, but it's not fun to be around him on Monday at 1 PM because he's just fucked up and I got shit to do. I got classes to go to. And he kind of stayed that way. And he just kind of embellishes all of his stories and is just kind of and like the fake laughing and stuff. There's just, Bert's one of those guys where I know I shouldn't dislike him. I know I shouldn't. I know that's on me. But there's just something about it where you want to grab him and shake him by his big chubby face and go, be who you really are, not who you want us to like.
I guess I'll check this out and see for myself.
And then you've got Brendan Schaub, who is just kind of a big dumb oaf. Brian Callen is far and away the most likable human being in this triumvirate. Let's check it out.
I'm about to pass out. Ah, man. Oh, my God. That's so funny. I know that I'm going to get canceled for laughing at that, but I'm about to pass out.
Why'd you roll? How do you feel so far? And by the way,
I could go without.
I could maybe tolerate Bert Kreischer going, if he said it 1 or 2 times.
It sounds like Brick in Anchorman 3.
He does. He has a little.
Okay, and Brick's not all there. I don't know if you know that.
But
spoiler alert.
He does that, and I know you don't watch Bert that much. He does that every fucking time he laughs.
That's not a real laugh.
He's either gonna piss his pants or he's gonna pass out or he has to be the loudest laughy guy in the room. Like there's laughing at something because you're being fun because something was genuinely funny, and then there's laughing because you want people to notice you laughing.
I feel like I deserve to know what was so funny if they're all laughing this way.
Bert and Brendan, all it had to be was a picture of a weird looking penis.
I figured somebody just like shit their pants.
Yeah,
or
that's enough for those guys. It's not highbrow, believe me.
I was passed out. You can see it in my eyes.
You couldn't do it now. You couldn't do it now.
You can't do it now. You couldn't do it then. That's why it's funny.
You couldn't do it then.
Brian, that's
Dude, look at Brian is like, get me the fuck out of here.
As am I. What did I do to you?
Oh my God, he is babysitting 2 retarded children.
This is obnoxious. And you people have a problem with us.
Yeah, I'll say this. I don't have a problem with Brian Callen. I know like the accusations and everything else, whatever. But as a podcaster and an entertainer, I don't know what Brian did or didn't do with those girls. I tend not to actually believe a lot of those stories. But my thing with Brian Callen has never been that he's a bad comic or a bad podcaster. In fact, everything I've seen him in, like movie-wise, like Hangover, I've enjoyed him.
I actually don't have a problem with any of these 3, but I have a problem with that laugh.
I think he's just strapped with a big Arrested Development oaf and then a big teddy bear tard over here. And like what's he supposed to do? He can't rescue this.
That look on his face is very telling.
Yeah.
never allowed! Museum! Can you believe they got away with it then? It's never okay.
It's never okay. I'm gonna pass out.
Well, there goes. He's gonna pass out again.
I mean, please, by all means.
Yeah, please. Would you please pass out? Don't talk about it. Be about it. Shut your fucking eyes and go to sleep.
Just a moment of silence. Let's all regroup. We can come back.
Brian Callen. When you have him as a guest and Brendan Schaub is with him, Brian Callen should be armed with a mallet. And he should just be allowed to like, wham, right there and just put each one of them out for like 15 minutes at a clip.
I don't want that poor guy in trouble.
No. He's allowed to do it. They sign a waiver.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's all waivers and all
I want
Jews and lawyers involved.
I want him to be able to throw like water balloons at them.
But this is Bert Kreischer on everything.
I don't watch him enough. I don't care to, but he's obnoxious. For sure.
I have to ask, and I know that we're going to clip this for another day. I need Bert Kreischer fans who are going to watch this. I know you'll hit dislike, and that's okay. I understand. Please tell me why you like this guy. Please tell me what's so goddamn entertaining about Bert Kreischer, because this should make you want to chew rocks. Just so the crunching noise can negate what you're hearing in your ears.
I do always feel that way. When I find something really repulsive, but they somehow have a big following, I do want to know what it is that draws them to him.
No offense. Look, and I know that people who don't like me are going to say this is arrogant. I'm better than this man. I'm more entertaining. This show is more entertaining than this man. How the fuck did it happen? This is where Hollywood is a goddamn conspiracy. Somebody got behind this guy and said, it doesn't matter how shitty he is, we have to make him a thing.
Yep.
Like, I'll take a random guy. Shane Gillis should be way more famous than Bert Kreischer. Never will be.
Man, this is the same way I felt about Gino's guest yesterday.
Oh, God, yeah.
That guy somehow hangs out with famous people, and I don't know why. I don't know how he got to whatever place he's in. I thought he was awful.
Watch this. I'm going to take, I just did a Gino. Watch this. I'm going to take Bert Kreischer over Joey Gay.
Yep, I would too.
Oh, man. Brian, I laugh at it every time.
Brian, did you do that? Oh, did you hear that?
He's exhausted.
Brian is already tired. He's like, yeah, I don't laugh at it every time.
And then Bert's over here like gearing up for another Wheeze Fest.
He's about to squirt out a kid. He's about to give birth.
He is pretty rotund.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, Too Lazy to Try. Subscribe to him on YouTube. This is where this comes from. He listens to this shit, so the rest of us don't have to. He just gives us clips. He's fantastic. Too Lazy to Try on YouTube. He's awesome.
Oh, play it again. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
If you play it again, I get an Islamic country to put a fatwa on you. I cannot allow you to play that again for Bert Kreischer.
I disagree. I want to know what's so funny.
No.
I
don't care if it gets us kicked off.
Why would they have this there? This is...
Watch her run off.
Look how sweaty Brendan is.
Brendan didn't shower.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, that's greasy hair.
Brian over here couldn't care less.
Oh, he wants to leave.
I need to know what's so funny. I do.
Watch her run off. She pretends she's on her phone.
See, now Brian's laugh is a good laugh.
If this is a visual show, shouldn't we have like a little cutaway?
This might be something you're not allowed to watch on YouTube.
Oh.
Why would they have that there? Why would they have that there? Why would they have that there? Why is the red bat even there?
He's a mixture between Perry Caravello
and Santa Claus.
Okay, Santa Claus and Brick from Anchorman.
Yes. In fact, I believe we should almost...
Brick at his funeral in Anchorman 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe we should almost apologize to Perry for that comparison.
Only for the volume.
Yeah,
Perry.
exactly.
Perry's a far superior entertainer.
You know, very rarely, whether it's a fight or how obnoxious a podcast looks to be on paper, rarely do things meet the expectation you have on paper for them. This may have met and exceeded the level of obnoxious that Brendan Schaub and Bert Kreischer on paper has for you.
Yeah, this for me, if I were a usual listener to The Fighter and the Kid, I would be muting this.
Skip this one?
I'd skip it.
Follow orders.
It's so good. It's so fucking funny.
Brian goes, they can't do that anymore. That's why I'm laughing. They couldn't do that.
Look at Brian.
I'm crying laughing. Jesus Christ. What are you, old black ladies at a Baptist church testifying? Jesus Christ.
I think Anthony Cumia had this correct.
I believe Anthony Cumia when he said...
oh, no.
Oh, shit. You set me up.
Oh, my God. He's like a black woman in a Wawa.
Yeah. Out of control.
Get out of here. I'd have a heart attack.
Couldn't do that today. I can't believe he beat up a woman. They couldn't do that today.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
I can't stop. Oh.
This is okay. It's okay to behave this way under one circumstance.
Yeah, what?
You are in a study for sleep deprivation. And they're keeping you awake and you're on like hour 57. It's okay to behave this way.
That guy, Bert, gave me goosebumps from how shrill his voice was.
As it should. That proves that you're alive.
Right up and down my spine.
And the New York Times said it's the best show ever. And that was before 2000.
I
love how loud.
So there you go. There's Too Lazy to Try. He cuts it off after that one. Thank you, Too Lazy to Try. Subscribe to him on YouTube because that was a goddamn mercy killing.
Yes, that was horrific.
Awake Jimmy. I was kidding this morning, Jimmy. He says, hey, Aaron, I heard you gave up on me. I just want you to know I never gave up on you. No, I meant like I got banned from Twitch, so I didn't mean to say gave up on you. I stopped following because I didn't have Twitch anymore.
I know Awake Jimmy still streams.
Awake Jimmy said, I miss you, Aaron. Please don't give up on me.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That's not what I meant.
Why would you say that about him?
Cinnamon, I did. That's not what I meant at all. Cinnamon says they think their laughs are contagious and in turn will make the show funny. Wow.
See, but when you get a fake laugh about something, I feel like everybody else sees that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My lost interest says it's radio zoo laughter. Bro, I was in radio for over a decade, and I will tell you, I've seen the worst morning zoos there are. They don't even come close to how bad that particular segment was.
I mean, we've both laughed until we've cried at segments on this
Right.
show before, and it's never forced. It's never
Right.
like you have to keep telling the audience, "Oh my god, it was so funny."
If
It's
I'm
just
gonna
we're laughing.
if I'm gonna laugh so hard that I believe it will be obnoxious, you'll see me way the fuck over here, so it doesn't annoy the shit out of people when I make that much noise.
I try to mute his mic.
Precisely. So yeah, Bert Kreischer, Brendan Schaub, I will give them this. As annoying as it looked on paper, if not more.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Awake Jimmy says, I remember when Aaron used to care about me. I even grew the same facial hair as you.
Oh,
Jimmy, I still care. I was only kidding, honey. I was only kidding.
Please do kiss and make up.
I
please.
will. I'll make out with Jimmy. That's fine. Grinch Girl says he grew that to be like you, Jimmy. You are the trendsetter. That's goddamn right, Grinch Girl.
That is true. When he started growing it, he said, "I'm going to be like my best friend Jimmy."
I want to be like my buddy Jimmy. I mean, I meant Jimmy the Greek, but I'll mean, and you.
He had the same stuff.
Right, exactly. You guys feel the same way about you-know-whats. So, what? What did I say? I didn't mean it. I'm drunk.
Oh my god,
I'm drunk. You
we
guys
need to get out of here, guys.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you very much for a very memorable evening show. It was a goddamn bunch of fun. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure that you hit subscribe on our channel. The numbers have been going gangbusters lately. The climb to 10,000 continues. Thank you and give us a follow on Rumble.
Yes, please.
As well. April and I will be back at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. If we're not still drinking at that time. April, thank you very much.
Lord, thank you guys.
To the rest of you, take it easy tonight.